What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Monday Night Rawski, the longest running episodic live streaming program here on YouTube. You in here with the Bruce Wayne. It is Ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth. Yours truly, the Notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy. But you can call me CGA, see God Allah, and I be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. If you don't see the stream right there, it says Kanye West sued after firing his executive assistant. We already talked about those executive assistants out there. Yes, indeed. Those executive assistants. Glorified secretary. But let's just say this. He's being sued because this woman believes that he made her delete her OnlyFans. And he paid her $1 million to delete the OnlyFans. But after he fired her, she said she could have made $4 million on her OnlyFans. Oh, no. All right. All right. Oh, no. Yes, indeed. That's what happened. Lawsuits are the new divorce by CGA. All right. We got a great show for you lined up today. We have Straggle and Sniggle Theater. We have, I guess this should be Doom and Gloom CGA. I have it under Crime and Law CGA. Maybe I'll put it under Doom and Gloom CGA. And we also have in here, we have toxic women. Yes. Okay. And we have an Atlanta club owner who got drugged and robbed by 2 female customers after providing them with drinks and entertainment, only for them to drug and rob him after he thought he was going to have a menage a trois.
Trayyaaiin.
Oh, man, this ninja.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
What is going on out here, man? These streets are cold as a mother sucker out here.
In these streets.
And we have the main event, but to contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. PayPal is paypal.me/and// Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. What's going on with my sound effects box?
New world order.
Okay. All right. Enough of that. Let's get to the earlier contributors to today's show. Damien says, I hear often that men have no confidence, but wins build confidence and they don't come overnight. He says, for sure, if you are from a good background, they do. But for the rest of us who start with nothing, he says it's easy to talk big when you're up. He says right here, something I think you mean high looking down. It's easy to talk big when you're up, high looking down. 100%. Hey, man, it is what it is. Ninja, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But listen, I'm going to tell you, man, life is a marathon. I'm 49 years old. I'm an old fogey. And yeah, I was down bad. I was down, but I knew I was down. All right. But I knew I had time on my hands. This story definitely, you know, I hate to keep talking about this story. But you know, listen, man, I was down bad living in my car. You know, I hate to say this because everybody gets tired of this. Everybody has a grift and everybody was down bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. But look, bro, I was living in my car. I had a career. The career went left, lost my family. You know what I mean? Down bad. And I was still talking that shit. Somebody said I'm a 49er. Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
All right. But I was still believing that I had time. I was 36 years old. Man, it's tough out here, man, for men. It's tough out here. There was a MMA fighter that said, what did he say? He said, men don't need to be happy. I can't remember what he was talking about. But yeah, man, I piled up L's, ate plates and plates of shit. It's okay. It's going to be all right, man. I mean, I know, but it's going to be all right. But I still had a belief system in myself I was going to be big up. I was going to be up. I was going to be up. So, I mean, I don't try to sell that story. I do, but I don't. But it's just to show men you could be all the way down the rock bottom and all of that. My thing is, look, guys, just don't do drugs. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can mess up your life. Surely women picking the wrong woman at the wrong time in your life, but you need to be getting dubs. All right, pile up the dubs, and much of these things are self-inflicted. Okay, much of these things are self-inflicted. All right, but when you have self-inflicted injuries, yeah, you will pile up L's. And so my whole book is, I'm up, but you guys know, man, I've been on this channel talking up, and I wasn't even up the whole time. I was getting up, though. Yeah, man. But you guys got to stop self-inflicted wounds. 100%. Stop the showering at the 24-hour fitness. Showering at the 24-hour fitness. I did the whole shebang, bro. And didn't tell many people that I was in that predicament until after the fact. All right, but I was down bad, man. Yes, you do need confidence. Confidence comes from dubs. You gotta be able to find dubs. But the self-inflicted wounds, all right, people doing drugs, I mean, that ain't gonna get it, man. That ain't gonna get it. But you have to get a lot more confident and be willing to take risks. Be willing to take risks. I mean, what else? What do you have to lose at this particular point? I feel Damien right there. He says confidence comes from wins. You piling up L's. You ain't gonna no chance, bro. And I actually said this because I had a relative come live with me for a little while, and they were struggling. And when they came to stay with me, it was supposed to be a short time. It ended up being long. And I said, I remember one day, I think they bought a beer or they grabbed a beer. I can't remember what happened, but at that point, I didn't have alcohol in my house. I refused to have any alcohol in my house. Now, this person was struggling a little bit and down bad, and I think they came back and they had a beer. And I saw them have the beer, and then I saw them open it, and I was like, no. I saw them open it, they said no. And I said, they were like, what? I was like, you can't drink that in my house. And they were like, what? Like telling me I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm a grown-ass man. I could do what I want. But I said, not in my house. I was like, if you're down, last thing you need is alcohol. All right, so in my recovery from, a rough patch in my life, no alcohol. All right, because once you reach for these things, you're going to slippery slide all the way down. No alcohol, no gambling, no drugs, no bitches. All right, those are the things that will take you right down into the toilet. Okay. Now, once you get up, you can start to figure out if you need those things. But I'm going to tell you, when you down, you definitely don't need to be consuming any vices. No vices. So they was like, what? Yep, he started to chill up and had a beer, was about to drink a beer. I was like, nope, not in my house. I was like, as long as you're not where you need to be, last thing you need is a drink. All right. No drinks. And they were like, and they didn't have a drink. All right. They didn't have a drink. So you can't, men do these things that are self-inflicted, and then they, you feel bad. But you got to be very diligent about getting yourself out of the situation you're in. All right. But I said this yesterday. I can't give you the fucking answers. I can't give you the answers to your life because I don't know your life. But you got to make sure you start getting up. All right. Making your way up. I can help you only but so far. But, provide you clarity and the right mindset to get you focused on the things that matter. That's it. No alcohol. That was my house rule. You down bad? No alcohol. You want to drink? You go to your own house. You don't got a house? Can't drink in my motherfucking house. All right. So, all right. That was my rule right there. So guys, man, you're not where you want to be. Start with yourself. Start with the drugs and the alcohol. Start getting rid of them. Maryland guy says, what's up, coach? I watched the replay of the Friday stream. Your rant on boomers was funny as F. That being said, one of my boomer coworkers just got her 11th booster shot. Oh my goodness.
Humanity.
Woo wee. All right, my goodness, 11 boosters. All right. I think she's immune from the boosters at this particular point. I think she's immune from the boosters. All right, let's see here. No more booster shots for you. Why is there 11 boosters? Anybody still getting booster shots? All right, that's crazy. Insane in the membrane. All right, let's see what we got. It's early voting here in Nevada, so you can go down here if you live in Nevada. You can get down to the polls and you can vote. I mean, I don't know if you're ready to vote, but if you know who you're voting for, you can get out there and vote. No voting, no vucking. What's going on here? Is there an issue with the let me see. There's an issue with the Ko-Fi? Nope, there's no issue. All right, let's get into it. Melanin Monday. Let's get some melanin on your screen. All right, I got 0 pokes, man. No vaccines for CGA. All right, pure blood on here. Pure blood. You're looking at a pure blood, the last of a dying breed. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's go. Is that loud? All right, that's a little loud. Oh, Slum Villa. Oh, Mulatto. Oh, the exotical mulatticals. Look at that mulatto. Look at that exotical mulattical, and look at the cakes just clapping. Oh my! Ooh, them cakes just a jiggling. She need to hit the squat machine. All right, let's go over to Houston, Texas. Oh man, boy, they got some exotical mulatticals over there in Houston. These are the 10s in Houston. Oh, Texas Southern University. Let's go. Woo. What do they call these girls? The debutantes? What are these girls right here? I remember the Southern Jag girls. Look at them bodies on these girls. These are, oh my. Okay. The Houston Sensations. All right, look at the sensations out there. Look at them girls. All right, a lot of hair weave out there. Let's get into it. Oh, this must be Houston too. All right, Houston's Twin Peaks, apparently. I don't know if it's Houston at all, but look at the twin. Okay, look at these sisters in shape out here, man. These sisters in shape out here. Okay. Oh, innocent. She's innocent. Oh my, she's stacked too. Oh my goodness. Ain't nothing like young women. Ain't nothing like young women. I'm gonna tell you that. Young women are the secret to life. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get you some new one on your screen right here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Hey. My goodness. Oh, my. She got her back out, too? Oh, she need to come over here. Let me fumble and let me have her scrambling and scraping around here. Woo. Oh, Jesus. All right. Hello.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right. I want to fold this one up right quick. All right. Let me talk to this one right here. Yeah, she a killer. She a gorilla and a Godzilla. All right, here we go right here.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Jesus. All right, they got some good chocolate out here, don't they? Oh, this one. Oh, she got her back out, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, she got everything out. Okay. Woo!
New world order.
Yes. Hey, let's go.
New world order.
Woo! Oh my, just what the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I already saw these girls right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, Brazilian babe, Costa Rican baby. Let's go. I gotta see where she at. All right, I might come and pay her a visit right there. Hello, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Let's go.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused.
Yes,
brothers.
indeed.
We must stay focused.
Stay focused out here, brothers, man. That was a good. Who in the world? What was that one woman doing there? Oh, my. All right. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what in the world? I mean, what is this? All right. Goodness. All right. Wait a minute. All right. Let me see if I can find who she is here. Oh, my. Oh, okay. Oh, she got a whole bunch of videos out here. That's crazy. All right. So anyway, what a show. The show has already gone on. All right, I don't know. Somebody asked about PayPal. Who had trouble with PayPal? All right, shout out to the black man in the suburbs. Says, Coach, I felt that last stream to my core, especially when you mentioned having skin in the game. It is so important for your development as a man. I'm hoping, black man from the suburbs, that I'm hoping I'm trying to make an impact on a lot of guys. I say a lot of stuff in 4 hours and 2 hour streams, but skin in the game is important. I'm giving y'all some very, very critical gems, some hints, some context. As they say, we putting you up on game. Having skin in the game changes the game. And if you haven't, right, I'm going to tell you, man, it's easy to say what you would do, but when you ain't got no paws, no skin, you ain't got no money on it, you can shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody ever do any gambling? Gambling's one of these things that you must do responsibly. I've seen people gamble big dough on a football game. I mean, I'm cool with some gamblers out here in Las Vegas, and they call it nickels and dimes. Now, if you ever know anybody and you're talking to a gambler and they say nickels and dimes, what are they talking about? All right, listen. They're talking about $500 and $1,000. That's what they're talking about. That's a nickel and that's a dime. All right. So if you ever back in the day call your bookie, all right, put a dime on, put a nickel on that. They talking about $500 and $1,000. Now, sometimes when I'll go to some sports books and chill out. Ninjas is betting like $25 a football game. They at the sports book betting $25 on football. I've seen sports bettors bet $3,000, $5,000, $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, okay, $10,000. They'll put $50K on a team to win the Super Bowl 7-1 odds. Okay, I'm talking about some big money. Ninja, I'll be like, holy shit. Nickels and dimes is $500 and $1,000. I mean, that's low bets. All right, but I'm telling you, man, people. So what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. There's people out here that are putting big money on their lives, investing in it, and a lot of people are rolling the fucking dice, right? And if they lose 8 times, they belly up. Okay, so but a lot of guys ain't putting nothing, zero. See, that's what I'm talking about. So it's easy to say this team's gonna win, this team's gonna win. Put some money on it. Put some skin in the game and see what happens. And then you be shitting bricks. You be shitting bricks during the game. Somebody fall, stumble, trip, fumble. Okay. There's some big money on the game. Big money. So that also is a lesson for a lot of men in life, that while there are some people that you would consider rich, there are some people that still, when they're wealthy, they're gambling, not sports. Let's take it away from sports betting. They're gambling on things related to life, investments, real estate. They playing big stakes. And they're making deals. They're flipping houses using what we call hard money loans. They're using hard money loans in which they have high interest on a loan payment that is 6 months. And they flip a house. They go in there and they do the whole BRRR, the BRRRR strategy. They rehab it and they put it back on the market to sell, hoping they make a profit, because if they don't, they out 300, 400K. So people are looking at it like, oh, these men are rich and it's easy to talk big when you up. But every day they betting on their whole life. Every day they taking chances, not penitentiary chances. Every day they taking hard chances. And you sitting up there, can't put $25 on it. Huh? Can't put 20. I mean, I'm telling you, people that are getting money, not at the beginning, but it took a risk for them to even put themselves in that position. So that's what I'm trying to tell men, that it's hard out here, bro. And we talk about this on the Money Mindset. In fact, we had a real estate stream where we were talking about hard money loans and doing the rehab and flipping. Okay. And they out here gambling. Like, it's do or die out here. And they're taking hard chances on hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they go in there and they rehab a property 30 to 45 days. They try to turn it around, put it back on the market so they can make a profit of 200 grand. Right? 200 grand. And then what do again? As soon as they get that, they go again and flip it again. They don't flip it on trying to get some bricks. They out here taking chances and they putting elbow grease in it and hiring teams and subcontractors and Mexicans. They just every week doing that. Where they got $200, $300, $400,000 on the line. So they should be talking big shit, but it's going to take risk out here, guys. It's going to take risk. It ain't going to come easy. The money tree ain't going to fall in your head in Jacksonville. It's not going to happen. So I would say this. Here's another bit of advice. Apprentice under someone. Because look, most of y'all ain't got no job right now. You ain't got no job or your job is headed nowhere. Why don't you apprentice under someone who knows what they're doing? Say, I will be around you for free. I'll be your gopher. 5 months, 6 months, 3 months, whatever you want to do. Learn something, learn a business, and they'll put you up on game. Okay? All right, but ninjas ain't got no cheeks, no money, no nothing, no skin, and they think that it's going to happen. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Everybody trying to get paid off of someone else without learning how shit works. I mean, it's what it is. And, oh, by the way, you're going to lose. You know how many times these guys have lost 200, 300 grand? Lost it. Flushed it right down the toilet. And they had to come back and pick up another dub. All right, so anyway, it is definitely some of these things. I'm hoping I'm helping some guys out here. But I've done the whole thing. I've apprenticed under someone. All right, when in the mortgage business. Unfortunately, I got in when it was too late. All right, but anyway, shout out to our brother Johnny says, Coach, I got $75K saved up for a new car. I'm currently driving a BMW 7 Series. Should I get another Beamer or look at something else? I don't know. I mean, do you like your BMW 7 Series? Yeah, I mean, if you like it, it's fine, but you might want to, drive something else. For sure, man. Drive something else. I don't know. Yeah, somebody said they paid for mentorship. Yeah, people pay. Dude, I mean, do you guys know that I have coaches myself? I mean, I pay for coaches. I pay for coaching. When I know somebody has some information, I pay them for it. All right. And when I started doing that, it changed my life. Now I know you guys are going to call me a grifter. And men are typically very sensitive about their money because everybody's coming for their money. Everybody comes for the money. So I understand. And I used to be very stingy and stuff. But when I started, this is a money mindset part of stream. Just so you know, we talk about this extensively on the money mindset. And we had a great money mindset on Sunday. Okay, but let me just give you a little bit more of a preview. When you start to realize that you need help and assistance out here, all right, I would pay coaches before I pay a goddamn therapist, that's for sure. But sometimes you need some therapy. But when I start apprenticing and working under people and getting people to teach me how to do things like sales, you know how many sales conventions I've been to? You know how many sales conventions? You know how many people that I paid for information? All right. And some people say, don't worry about it. But I offer, hey, man, I'll pay you for this information. A lot of men be like, nah, I shouldn't have to pay. You should just be able to help. And we talked about delegating. We talked about delegating yesterday. All right. Where you're buying back time. All right. Today, just so you guys know, I had a massage therapist here. I used to go to my massage therapist. I used to go to them and it just became too time consuming. Today I'm in buying back time. So if I have money, I'll buy back that time so I can do other things. So I had my massage therapist start to come to my house. All right. That saved me extra 30 minutes because the traffic, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour because it took like 20 minutes to get there, 20 minutes back. All right, getting prep, waiting in the waiting room, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, doing the appointment. So I bought that time back by having that person come to me. But this is just a next level thing. But a lot of people don't. I mean, that's what I'm finding with men. I have coaches. I have coaches that are on the Instagram. All right. There's coaches that are Instagram that I hear people calling them grifters. I hear people calling them, they a scammer, they a grifter. And I'm like, God damn. I'm like, you know how much information I got from that person? Do you guys know how much information I got from that person? And they calling that person a grifter online. I'm like, shit. All right. I'm like, dudes is missing out, bro. All right. Dudes is missing out. It's one of these things that I'm like, man, men are in bad shape. But listen, man, I understand, you know, $50 is tough to come by and $25 and stuff like that. But I know people who are making lots of money and they still hire coaches. They hire personal trainers. All right. He says some coaches are grifters. Yeah, I mean, I was a coach. All right. So I understand. But you got to find the one that connects with you, that has the information you want. I'm going to tell you. What was I going to say? Oh. Do you guys know? I'm sorry, this is a money mindset stream. I didn't mean to go off. I don't mean to go off. My man says 30 minutes, but on the internet for 4 hours. I mean, look at his comment. He says, I was saving 30 minutes. Listen to where men are. I mean, men are amazing. This man says, I was trying to save 30 minutes. Remember I said that? But he said, but on the internet for 4 hours. I mean, that mindset alone, do you guys see it? It says BF. Do you see how crazy that mindset is? Did he delete it? No, he's still there. Look at, I mean, how do you make sense? Make sense of that. That is mind-boggling. Whoa, wait. I mean, you talk about somebody that don't get it. No, let them stay. Because that is mind-boggling. Do you think I'm on the internet for nothing? What do you think I'm here for? Wow. Yeah, we got to sound the alarm on them. Wow. That's mind-boggling. I mean, I'm telling you, people are mind-boggling. Like, did you really say that, Ninja? You missed a plus sign. You missed an addition there. How do you not even make sense? Fucking A. Wow. I mean, some people can't help. Some people, they can't be helped, bruh. They don't understand. They don't understand how shit works. Guys, this is YouTube. If you're a content creator, you make money. All right, just to let you know. All right, so let me go back. All of the top athletes have coaches. Okay, all of them. They all have coaches. All right, so Michael Jordan had a coach. All the Olympians have a coach. And if you ever see them, yeah, you might look at their coach and say, Phil Jackson's not that great of a coach. He's a grifter. Okay, he puts himself around good talent and he wins. He's not that great of a coach. But have you seen the players that have swore up and down that they listen to Phil Jackson? All right, why? Because he has a connection with those players. Those players see Phil Jackson as somebody who's credible. Now, you might not get any coaching for Phil Jackson. You might look at it and go, nah, he's whack. Phil Jackson is whack. I will take no coaching from that guy. He's a grifter and he's only a beneficiary of good talent. However, he still is. Let me show if we can show you a picture here. This is him coaching arguably the greatest player in the world. And they listen to him. You know what I mean? You just have to find the right mentor to connect. You have to find the right mentor to connect with you. And for some reason, what they needed, they connected with them. You see what I mean? All right. It is wild out here. But every person that is successful in sports has a coach. All right. They have somebody that mentors them or stabilizes them or balances them, whether it's a therapist, a coach, or something like that. And yes, that person is paid. That person doesn't do it for free. I'm not on YouTube for free. All right. Just so you guys know. All right, if I'm saving 30 minutes, that allows me to stay on YouTube to make a couple extra dollars. Yeah. All right, so people have to understand that that's how it works. But if you think you're going to go it alone without the need of help or information, and you're going to figure it out by yourself, I'm here to tell you, I didn't figure out everything by myself. Some things I did, some things I got the information from someone that I admired and trusted. And many times I had to pay for it. I had to pay for it. I mean, it is what it is. All right. So anyway, shout out to the people there. Wow. That one person, that was an interesting comment. But of course, yeah. Yeah. Or you have to apprentice under someone. Apprenticing under someone that knows information, they will teach you the game left and right. All right, I apprenticed under a mortgage loan officer, and he was a beast. He taught me everything. He showed me everything, all the things. He taught me how to sell. He taught me how to crunch the numbers, and he had me on point. And then the housing market crashed. All right. All right, but I apprenticed under him for about 6 months. 3 to 6 months I apprenticed under him. Pause. All right, so let's get into the show here. I'm here to help. I'm here to teach, but I can only do so much. Straggle and Sniggle Theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, what do we got here? We got a skit of a lovely couple. All right, we have a skit of a lovely couple. Take a look at this lovely couple right here. There it is right there. There's the wife, and it looks like they're in their marital bed. Looks like she has a pillow in her hand. Oh, no, this won't end well here. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. We got, okay. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Hey.
What you doing?
Hey.
What you doing?
Compressing your feet.
For what does that mean?
Trying to help you out.
I'm asleep. What?
Prevent you from swelling.
From what?
What? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, she tried to send her husband home to the Undertaker. And apparently, this is a skit. And apparently, he was ready for it. All right, he said, "Gotcha, bitch." All right, he got caught trying to send your husband to the. Hey, man, what do I tell you? They be thoughting and plotting out here, man. All right, they be thoughting out.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
They be thoughting and, they be thoughting and plotting. And when you sleeping with the enemy, you know to keep your protect your six. Gotcha, bitch. All right, yeah, you got caught.
Hey.
Hey.
What you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, no, ma'am, this is terrible. All right. She said, hey. All right. Yep. Sleep with one eye open around these women out here, bro. They will snuff your ass out and have you leaking out here. Woo-wee.
What you doing?
Compressing your feet.
For what does that mean?
Trying to help you out.
I'm asleep. What?
Prevent you from swelling.
Yeah.
From what?
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what? What? Yeah. Tried to take him out.
I'm trying to help you.
You try to help me. Okay, that's what you doing? All right, you try to help me. All right, she for sure was about to snuff his ass out. Look how she was looking. Look, she was trying to get him. Oh, no. She put her back into it, too. Oh, look at that. She pressed down. All right, but he got her.
Hey.
What you doing?
Gotcha, bitch. Hey.
What you doing?
Compressing your feet.
For what does that mean?
Trying to help you out.
Trying to help me out, huh? Sounds like you was trying to help out your pockets with life insurance. Oh, my goodness. All right, Straggle Sniggle Theater. Gentlemen, looks like date night for you guys right here. This is a night on Tinder. A night on Tinder. Let's take a look here. What in Hazard County is going on here? Boy, that definitely looks like a night on Tinder with you ninjas.
Hey,
you ran into
the
right
bro?
folks.
What's your type? You like black, white?
I like white girls more better.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially the thick time.
That's what I'm talking
Word.
about. Snow bunny.
Yeah. In other words, pod.
Pod. That's what I like. Yeah. Hey, say that bit again. Say it one more time, but say it slow.
Pog. P-A-W-G. Fat ass white girls.
That's what I'm talking
What you
about.
like, bro?
Yeah, I like fat ass white girls, the big time.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
curvy types.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. She's fall, fat ass white girl.
That ass white girl.
Shit, I got, but I
You
know
know
a
what I'm
bunch
talking
of
about?
them.
Yeah, man, that was crazy out there. They was going hogging, and there's some hogs in this video right here, man. Where's they at? All right, boy, that does look like a night at Tinder. All right, crispy bacon. All right, that does look like a night at Tinder. And there's a hog getting up right there. Look at that pig suey. Look at them big arms right there. Oh, all right, look at them. Oh my goodness, Ninja, what is going on between them legs? Oh, don't get in between them legs. Oh no, man, when you try to wrangle a hog and she get away. And they go a hog chasing her. They go a piglet chasing her. Boy, I tell you, pogs everywhere, Ninja. Pogs are everywhere. All right, definitely looks like a night at Tinder. What in the Sweet Home Alabama? What in the Hazard County was that? All right, we got this one right here, Straggle and Sniggle Theater. This woman has this to say. Let me see if we can get her on here. And there she is right here. She has an interesting thing to say, or I guess a man asked her to do some sort of fetish. Let's see how she responded.
Susie, you are bonkers. Anyway, one time I was seeing this guy and he used to give me the best foot rubs. And one night while we were getting a little hot and heavy, he decided that that was the time to tell me that he really liked feet. And I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense because you're always touching mine, yeah?
All right, so my man out here starving for feet. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, he said.
We're just looking at the booty. We're looking at the breast. We're looking at
It's
her
not
neck.
gonna
We're
end
looking at
well.
her feet. We're looking at her.
Nah, I ain't looking at no feet. Nah, ain't nobody looking at no feet.
You don't looking at feet? Yes, I'm looking at feet.
All right, so he likes her feet. All right, and he always touching the feet. And he said, you know, let me tell you a little something. I kind of like feet. All right, he kind of like feet. Let's see what happens next.
He's like, babe, I'd really like it if I could your feet. And I'm like, I'd really like it if you didn't my feet. He's like, can we please just try once? And if you don't like it, then we never ever have to do it again. And I'm like, well, all right, have at it, mate. So he smushes my feet together, coats them in oil and starts going to town. Peeps over the tip of my toes and is like, you good? You're doing great, good job. After about 30 seconds, he's like, I really need to bust. And I'm like, cool, do it in your hands. He's like, I'd really like it if I could do it all over your toes. I'm like, I'd really like it if you didn't do it all over my toes because, ooh, sticky toes. But I wasn't fast enough to pull my feet away, and he grabs my feet and all over my toes. And just as he all over my toes, he made a noise that I can only compare to an angry donkey in heat. So I'm laying there with sticky feet, old mate's bleating, and then he proceeds to bend down and take a big old sniff of my jizz-covered toes. He goes, how was that for you?
Call me.
Oh,
that's nasty.
oh man, this guy right here.
We're just looking at the booty. We're looking at
nasty.
the breast. We're looking at her neck. We're looking at her feet. We're looking at her.
Nah, I ain't looking at no feet. Nah, ain't nobody looking at no feet.
You don't looking at feet? Yes, I'm looking at feet.
Hey, ladies, stop judging fetishes. If he likes to roar all over your feet and your toes, let him roar on your feet. What's the problem? You let me roar on your neck. You let me roar down the back of your throat. You let me roar on your stomach. It's just your feet. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. These people out here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, he's starving, but she might have had pretty feet. All right, come on, man. This is crazy. All right, these things, man, these fetishes, is what it is. All right, Straggle and Sniggle Theater, we have a woman here. I'm going to try to hide her name. But as you can see, we have a pure, unadulterated Straggle. All right, there's a Straggle. If anybody wants to know what a Straggle look like, well, there's one right there. And she looks young. She looks like an underage 21-year-old or an emerging adult. These aren't the people who go on dates and have babies right here. These are the people who have baby bastard children. These are the people that have bastard children. All right, and so here we go right here. You see she put a clown face on this guy right here. All right, so we got little Glocktavius. We have a guy in a hoodie and a Straggle, all right, with a scarf on her head. All right, so let me read the caption of what's going on here. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and show it to you, and I'm going to attempt to read it. I hope there's no ebonics in here. This young lady says, despite being broke, I was going to try to read it. All right. Despite being broke, one kid I always thought I was beautiful to get the man that I want. I done used him, got $5,000 from him, and got rides back and forth to work when I didn't have a car. He took me, there's no punctuation in this post right here. There's very little. It says he took me on multiple vacations and shopping sprees. I'm telling y'all, I didn't have to work talking to this man. All he cared about, or all he cared about, was my looks and my shape. Oh my. Jesus. What? Your looks and your shape. Well, okay. I mean, listen, everybody has a type. It says, but deep down inside, I'm a good woman. No punctuation. I'm continuing to play my role with these ninjas. I don't want no relationship, just money. All right, so I tried to read it just to let you guys know. All right, there it is right there. And I can't even, not a lot of punctuation in that message there. But there's the woman, and then what she's doing is she's calling this guy out. Now, let me just tell you something right here. I'm going to just let you know. There is a Mercedes AMG there, so I'm assuming that's his car. And this is where we talk about races of women. Gentlemen, first and foremost, I know a finesse when I see it. She's admitting to finessing him. But there's levels to this shit. This is what I'm talking about. The young man, okay, he's probably making a mistake. He certainly is making a mistake, and she's admitting to finessing him according to her. But ladies and gentlemen, whatever he does for money, I'm guaranteeing you he has another more straggles than this. Now, I would leave this straggle alone if I was him. But ladies, can we have a conversation? Sisters, can we have a conversation? If you think, I know, let me say this for the guys, because brothers are going to go crazy. $5K is a lot of money. All right, that's a lot of money. But sisters, please come here. Actually, I'm not going to tell y'all. I'll tell the gentleman. This is why this particular sector of women are never going to get ahead. This is why they're not going to get ahead. Now, here's the thing. All women finesse in a way, here or there. They will go through their finesse stage. But this woman could have had a bag, fumbled it. I see women fumble bags, fumble it and flip it and tumble it. Why do black women get money out of a guy and brag about it when you could have kept that whole spigot? You could have been, man, you could have just messed this ninja up for years. Instead, you have to jump on Facebook with $5,000. Again, $5,000 is a lot of money for this woman. I don't know what he's doing. I have no clue. I don't think he's in love. I think he's a scammer. All right, I think he's a scammer. But this woman, she let $5,000 go to her head. Right? You let $5K go to your head when you could have had $50K if you would have just played your role. You could have had $50K. And typically what I see, I actually know this about, I've dated all races of women. When it comes to B-dubs, they celebrate way too early. A finesse would have been marrying this ninja, right? And putting this ninja on child support long term and getting no prenup. Now that's a long finesse. But you just got on Al Gore's internet to flex about $5K. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. I'm going to just let you know. Again, $5K is a lot of money. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not. For instance, if this was her side hustle, side ninja, whatever this is, what could you do with $5K in a year? I mean, in a month, you could do a lot with $5K, but in a year, nothing. Like if I said you earned $5,000 in 1 year, how much is $5,000? It don't sound like a lot. If I said in 12 months, you're going to earn $5K. It don't sound like shit. So when I don't want to hear you broke ninjas talk about me, coach, man, you talking big and bad when you up. That's not a lot of money. And guys will be like, my girl buy me stuff and she just, I'm like, bruh, $5K? Right? I get it. Your girl spent $5K over 5 years in a relationship. Maybe 10, maybe, I don't know. But to her, she messed it up by opening her mouth to go on the internet and brag about 5K. Now, let me tell you, Ling-Lings, I don't see them doing this. I don't see Ling-Lings doing shit like this. They continue to show up and do what they need to do.
I cook, I suck, I shut the fuck up.
Ling-Lings continue to do what they do, and they do it for years. All in your face. Talking about,
what kind of fuck you give me?
all right, they will do that shit for a whole calendar year, 2, 3, 5, 7. But I guarantee you, this same woman, the baby daddy she got, ain't even never gave her 5K. The baby daddy, whoever that chocolated baby daddy is right there, that kid, I guarantee you she ain't got 5K out of that guy. She has not. Now she think her head is big on 5K. Yep, white women, they don't do these, man, 5K ain't shit in the grand scheme of things. It's a great come up over a couple of months, yes. But you went and spiked the ball at the 1 yard line. And you had a full clown right there. I'll admit you had a full clown, and oh yeah, he fucked every hole on your body. I'm gonna just let you know right there. But that's not for me to judge. I think it's somewhat ridiculous. But they don't play the long game. That's why they end up being out here, and she gonna be broke by next month. She gonna be broke by next month. I mean, this is a guaranteed. She'll be broke and busted next month. Can't even pay her rent. Trust me, I know it.
Your rent's
and
due,
here's the thing. I know this because I know this strategy. The 5K that she got, she's already spent it. And she already thinks other guys or that guy's going to give her another bit of a money, but she's already messed that up more than likely. She thinks she's going to get more money so that whatever money she makes from her job, she has spent that too. Trust me, there's a 98% chance that she will be short on rent next month.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
I guarantee it. By the time November 1st comes out, she won't have the rent. I'll bet on it. I'll bet $10,000 she'll be short on rent by next month because she already thinking that the money's going to continue to flow. Now, the thing is, he could walk away at any time and she'll be fucked. Because she thinking I got this ninja and I'm this and all that. And he gonna walk away, leave her high and dry, and she gonna be broke.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke?
I see this all the time. Sad reality for all the people together here. This guy's honestly getting what he wants from what it is, but she just opening her mouth way too early. Unbelievable, man. That's sad to see, but that's not a surprise.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride.
Guaranteed she'll be broke by the end of the month. Man, but guys, I wouldn't, man, if you're going to spend 5K, I mean, definitely not on that piece of strag. All right, that's a little bit too much for that one. All right, but yeah, she out there thinking she made it big. She like, I got him. Oh, she going to be broke by the end of the month. It's going to be bad news. All right, let me see if there's any contributors. There probably aren't. All right, at this particular point in the stream. Oh, by the way, most everybody that has babies, they probably dated. Nope. Shout out to our brother Sam the Prince. He says, spot on with the money talk, coach. My father always said, if you aren't producing more than you're consuming, you're a waste. Thank you, man. Shout out to Sam the Prince. Producer versus consumer. Yep. Most people are consumers. I mean, even if you have a job, you're mostly a consumer. And then, not a lot of people produce. All right. There's ways you get paid. You get paid for doing a job, right? You do a job, you get paid. That's like a landscaper. They do a job, they get paid. If they have a sick day, they can't do a job, they can't get paid. There's people that are on hourly. They trade time for money. Okay. They trade time for money. So they say for every hour you work, you get paid this amount of dollars. There's certain people that get paid a salary, meaning they're going to have a job They have stability, knowing how much money is coming in. Therefore, if they get sick one day, they still get paid. So it's not like you're doing a job to get paid. You are on a salary. That is the max amount of money you're going to make. You're not going to make a penny more or a penny less, no matter what you do. Then there's people that get paid to produce. All right, paid to produce. People that have incentives and bonuses. People that, people that are in sales, which they get paid to produce a result. So therefore, you work on commission, which is another way to get paid. You get paid per item you sell or item you refer people to. Commission plus bonuses. Then there are people who get paid by projects. So there's a whole bunch of ways you can make money. And some people get paid residually. They produce something, they get residual pay. Some people get paid by what they would call passively. Okay, you make something and then, or you do something and the money comes in as a result of you doing it. There's a lot of ways to get paid. Most people, I think the number is, I want to say 70% do time for money. Time for money. All right. People can understand that. Time, money. All right. I trade time. You give me money. Now you got to produce in these jobs too, so you'll get fired. But typically you might be on a contract or an at-will person. There's a whole bunch of ways to get paid out here. But most people are consumers. And I mean that to say, there is a notion that the people who pay you per hour or on salary typically are paying you knowing that they're not even going to get 3 hours of good work out of your monkey ass. If you work an 8-hour day, in terms of productivity, at best, they're going to get 3 hours. So they're willing to pay you for 8 hours, knowing they're going to get only 3 hours of work. I mean, think about that. So if you think about that, you're a consumer for sure, right? They know you're going to consume and lose 5 hours, right? That's crazy. And they do that for you every day. They do that for you. They pay you a salary or they pay you per hour and they book you certain many hours. They book you for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, knowing that they're going to get 3 hours out of you at best. Like, that is nuts. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane, man. Yeah, brothers. So, yeah, shout out to you. You're either a producer or a consumer. Most people consume way more than they produce. All right, shout out to Kaylin Ferguson. Says that sister with the melons for tatas had her swimsuit bra hanging on for dear life. He says there are watermelons that are not that big. Yeah, I don't know what she got on her chesticles.
Oh, the humanity.
All right. All right. I don't know what you got on her chesticles, but that's insanity. And my brother's going to buy a car. He wants a BMW 5 Series. I mean, 7 Series. I like it. I like 7 Series, but there's a lot of car. I'll try a Porsche 911. Kevin W., shout out to you, man. All right. Shout out to Kevin W. Kevin, the software tester's here. Getting some blue chips. Some people like the blue chips. I like the blue chips. You know what? I'm going to do all blue chips from here on out. All right, Timmy, go right here. Let me check PayPal and we'll get back to the show. We'll kick it back onto the show. Okay, why do they keep confirming that with me? All right, back to the show. What part of the show is this? This is Crime and Law CGA? All right, we'll do Crime and Law CGA. We got 2 stories to cover on Crime and Law CGA. First one, the rapists or therapists. All right. Let's look at this right here. This is according, I don't know who recorded this. I have no idea, but it says right here, a man visits several psychiatrists complaining of the same symptoms. All right. And so this is going to go into the mental health field, the psychiatry, psychology. All right. Let me tell you, man, I don't have a lot of faith in this field at all. There are some good people in this field, but there's a whole bunch of losers. All right. Let me just say this first. Just so you guys know, here's some more blue chips. If you go to get mental health help, you go to help instead of better help. You go to get some help and you want to know what's wrong with you. You will probably go to several the rapists and they may tell you something different. All right. But most people are lazy. So you'll go to one. All right. some people are crazy, and so they'll go to 5. But a lot of people don't have time to go therapist shop. So therefore, if you go to 1, you're probably going to get 1 typical diagnosis. And let me give you another hint. If you go in with health benefits, meaning that, hey, you have a job, they're going to cover 5 therapy sessions per month. By doing that, what they're going to do is they're going to diagnose you automatically. You're going to get diagnosed. If you were using medical insurance, you're going to get diagnosed automatically. That is the only way that the rapist or the therapist gets any money back for your services. So she might charge, or the therapist might charge $250 a session. You have a copay, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, whatever your copay is. But in order for her to get that money back and treat you, not cure you, treat you, they got to diagnose you with something. That's the only way they can continue treatment. So the health insurance is going to say, why are you doing treatment on this individual? The therapist has to say, because this person has bipolar disorder. All right. And so now this therapist knows they about to milk the health benefits. All right. But they can only milk it if they diagnose you. If there is no diagnosis, which means in effect, if you go in there with an insurance card, you're getting diagnosed with something.
Straight jacket.
Please understand that. This is why when people say, I got this and I got that, first of all, these people are self-diagnosed. All right, that's number 1. But number 2, if you went in there with an insurance, do you really have it? All right, because you went in there with insurance. They have to say you had something, and then they will treat you for it. There's some people that'll treat you for it. There are some therapists that will say, hey, your life is together. You don't need to be here, and they'll send you back. All right, that's out here. Get out. So the reason why I wanted to tell you that is what's going on. That's why I particularly will say this is a scam. All right. Now, not every single situation is a scam, but this is overwhelmingly a scam. I've heard people be accused of scamming for doing far less than this. Far less than this. All right. But they put you on the pills. I know people scamming mental health to get military benefits. Like, they continue to get military benefits as long as they have a diagnosis and are getting treatment. So they're taking mental health pills suggested by the psychologist through the psychiatrist to get military disability benefits. Nedja, I'm like, now, so that particular way, I can say that's a scam because I've seen people scamming it on all sides. I've seen the person scamming it. I've seen the business scamming it. I've seen the insurance scamming it. And I've seen the psychiatrist scamming it. I'm like, man, everybody, this is a scam. That doesn't mean all times it's a scam, but this is a big old fat scam. Now, here we go right here. I had to set that up. This guy says a man visits several psychiatrists complaining of the same symptoms. Do you think he'll get an accurate diagnosis? Let's take a look.
I'm extremely unorganized, and I didn't used to be. It's caused problems in the family. It's caused problems getting, I'm self-employed.
You got ADD, ADHD, you need depressed, and your depression is bipolar depressed.
You have a brain chemistry disorder, and it's probably genetic.
You have a lot of the symptoms of depression.
So it seems like it is a mixed picture. What that means is like we got some depressive symptoms and some, high symptoms.
If you're bipolar, I'll need to give you a mood stabilizer.
Considered low-grade bipolar.
You are more of the ADD and ADHD.
And as far as medications for depression, because I would recommend that you start a medication, which are Prozac, Zoloft, Paxil, Celexa.
Usually propylene XR is pretty good.
I'll give you some Lexapro in the morning and some Trazodone at night.
Lamictal is a better medication for that. It works on your depression also.
But the treatment for any bipolar cycling is the same. The lithium.
Remeron is another one.
Trazodone.
Tegretol.
Depakote. Wellbutrin.
Lexapro.
Lamictal.
Equatroid.
Depakote.
Lithium.
Ambien.
You may need an antidepressant also with your Lamictal.
We don't know if I give you a medication if it is going to work or not.
To a certain degree, it's trial and error.
New world order.
Straight jacket.
Well, my man said, sorry, CGA, unless you serve, you really can't speak on it. I can't speak on it. I know someone doing this, period. I spoke on it from personal experience. So into that discussion, I can't speak on it. I know someone that's doing that. Right? So I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I know. I haven't served, but I know people are doing it. And plus, I've never been an engineer. I know some engineers that are doing it. It's about stop. But that's just one person. I just identified several scams that people are doing. And not only that, we got 3 or 4 psychiatrists doing the same exact scam. Okay. Now, how do you have 4 and 5 people telling him they have 4 or 5 separate things and giving them 8 and 9 medications? Right? Okay. 8 and 9 medications. And wow, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable that they were willing to put them on medication after medication for him coming in there, mostly saying, I have these symptoms, and they were quick. Where are all the grifters at? You know what's funny? We give all these titles for people grifting on YouTube, but y'all scared to call these psychiatrists and these psychologists grifters. I ain't scared, but y'all scared. Y'all scared. Coach, man, I don't know, man. You shouldn't be saying this. I'll say it. They scammers.
New world order.
Scammers. Now, are there some good people in there? Sure. There's some people that need some help in there? Yep. But I guarantee you, the way the system's set up, it's a scam. Right? They're scamming it. This is grifting. This is an example. This is just one example. I've showed you many, many examples of this. I've showed you many examples of this particular thing. This is a straight up scam.
New world order.
It should be really very obvious as to who needs what needs what. But you went in there, you said, let me see what he said. All right, this is unreal, bruh.
I'm extremely unorganized, and I didn't used to be.
All right, unorganized.
It's caused problems in the family. It's caused problems getting, I'm self-employed.
Okay. Now, of course, there's a lot not shown in this video, but he just said he's unorganized. It's affecting his self-employment, possibly his family. She automatically says you got, ADD and ADHD, then came back and said you got more of the ADD than the ADHD. Like, this is all crazy, man. I don't even know. I don't have the full video, but that's crazy how they just immediately put them on the meds. Now, again, not all the rapists are doing this. They're doing it though. And look at the therapist. That's all I got to say. Look at the person. Look at these. Hold on for a second. I know I ain't all that, but look at the rapists out here. Look at the woman. Look at that big old 55-year-old Ling Ling still paying off her student loan debt from the University of California at Berkeley. And then, did you see the other clowns? Let me wait till I get to the other clowns.
You got ADD, ADHD, are you depressed?
Are you depressed? And you're depressed. And your depression is bipolar depressed. Oh, boy.
Oh, the humanity.
Wow. Oh, I'm glad I came in here. I wasn't going to be able to function tomorrow.
And your depression is bipolar depressed.
If you have a brain chemistry disorder, it's probably genetic.
Woo! Look at this. Are these pleated plants? Look at my brother's hair. This ninja looking like, what about Bob? You have a brain chemistry disorder and it's probably genetic. Probably. So take this medication. Eat it up like Pac-Man pellets. All right. What? Probably? We should run some tests. Here's my father. They don't have it. Does he have it?
You have a lot of the symptoms of depression.
You have symptoms of depression. No, depression is a symptom. Depression is a symptom. Okay. I mean, depression is a symptom. It's a symptom of something. But now I have symptoms of depression. I know people think I'm crazy on this one, Coach. You don't have no degree. I do have degrees. All right. But they got degrees, and look at these jackasses. All right. Look at them. They got degrees, and they can't even agree. Right? You got symptoms of depression. Okay. What should I do about that?
So it seems like it is a mixed picture. What that means is like we got some the depressive symptoms.
There's the depressive symptoms again.
Some, high symptoms.
If you're bipolar,
all right. If you're bipolar, I'll need you to get on mood stabilizers.
Give you a mood stabilizer.
Considered low-grade bipolar.
You are more of the ADD than ADHD.
Oh, you know she's scamming. All right, let's get some medications, shall we?
And as far as medications for depression, because I would recommend.
And look at the people, man. Just look at the people. Like, do these people look like they know what they're doing in life? I'm talking about in life. When they walk outside of their office, would you stop them to take advice? The answer is no.
Nope.
All of these are office clowns, all right? You wouldn't even stop them to ask for directions. Neither of these people. And if you did, they probably don't even know which way they're going.
That you start a medication, which are Prozac.
Look at all these meds. One visit. I'm assuming this is one visit. I'm making a large assumption. One visit, a couple of things checked. I'm already on Prozac, Zoloft, Paxil, and Selexia. Whatever that is.
Zoloft, Paxil, Celexa.
Usually, you notice they're saying if, probably, usually, symptoms. Ain't nothing been solid. Not one solid goddamn diagnosis yet. Not even a solid prescription protocol. Usually this is good. Just fucking take it. Right, this is great. Oh, Lord.
It's pretty good. I'll give you some Lexapro in the morning.
I'm going to give you two things. You're going to take this in the morning and this at night. Are these power pellets? What are these? All right. Anyway, if you know anything about pharmaceutical sales, you know why they're suggesting these particular medications. Most of these guys got their duct sick by the pharmaceutical salesperson. It was a woman. All right, you're going to give me one in the morning, one at night. I'm going to just be gobbling these things down all day.
It's intransigent enough.
Lamictal is a better medication for that. It works on your depression.
Oh, it works on my depression also. Lamaxictal.
But the treatment for any bipolar cycling is the same.
Really? The treatment is the same. False. I already got 8 different types of treatment. It is not the same. Let's continue.
The lithium.
Lithium. All right, Jesus. All right, we got some Remeron. Okay, that's another one that I can sell you. Remember, this ain't free.
Trazodone.
Tegretol.
Look at these. God.
Lexapro.
Lamictal.
Equitroid.
Depakote.
Lithium. Ambien. They need an antidepressant also.
Oh, man.
So with your Lamictal.
We don't know if I give you a medication if it is going to work or not.
To a certain degree, it's trial and error.
It's trial. What did I tell you? Ninja, I said the same thing, and that was a psychiatrist. It's trial and error. Y'all some scared little bitches. Y'all scared to call this out. Y'all mad scared. If I told you that, I'd be telling y'all certain information. I'm certain. I don't tell you if, probably, could, would, should. I tell you accurate. And y'all ninjas up here talking about scam or grifter. And them, on the other hand, because they got more degrees in the thermometer and a couple of letters following their name, y'all bow down to them, coach. Unbelievable.
New world order.
Jesus. That is weirdo. It's trial and error. I don't know. Take that and see what happens. Jesus. Crime and Law CGA going up here. When was this article put out? This year. It says, is this Crime and Law CGA? Men are refusing to give life-saving CPR to women because they're afraid of touching their breasts.
Oh, that's nasty.
Wowzers. All right. Yeah, I actually looked this article up. It is legit. I actually do have CPR certification. I probably need to update it. All right. But I've done several CPR classes, and they've gotten rid of the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation because people would definitely be uncomfortable about breathing into somebody's mouth, especially if they're foaming at the mouth or potential to upchuck or throw up. But in order to get that xiphoid process, in order to get those the compressions, all right, push. All right, you know how many pushes you got to push, Ninja, until you're dead, like fatigue, like until you pass out. All right, so if you ever see somebody passed out and you call 911 and they tell you to do compressions, you're going to be doing a lot of compressions, bro. And you're going to have to sweep the throat. Hopefully they don't have foam around their mouths. But apparently men are like, nah, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. And yes, a woman sued a guy. A woman sued a guy for sexual assault for giving her chest compressions. And yeah, she came out good. She got saved. But I did share a story of a woman suing. Now, I'm going to pull it up just so you guys want to see it on Crime and Law CGA. All right. Let me see. It can happen. It can happen. Let me see if I can pull it right here. Yep. So here we go. We got a story here because people are like, Coach, I want to see it. All right. Let's see here. See it up. There it is. He saved her life. Then she sued him. Believe it or not, lifeguards are remarkably effective at preventing drownings. All right. And it goes here. They're talking about all the drownings here and all of that. Unfortunately, some good deeds do not go unpunished. When someone acts quickly to save a life, they might find themselves facing a massive lawsuit. All right. It says right here, person right here. There's an intense legal battle. All right. Somewhere visiting a beach in California when he noticed something happening offshore. All right. It says right there. Let me see, where is this? Yeah, it's getting right here. Okay, she was drowning, barely keeping her head above water. All right, he had a quick decision, wait for a lifeguard or rush out there to try to save the woman. All right, I want to see if they got one for chest compressions. This one says women are more likely than men to get CPR. All right, so there it is. There may be a reason why. Women are, okay, this one, women are less likely to receive CPR than men. Oh, boy. And there's another one here for men. No, that's not it. Let me see if I can find another one. Can you be sued for CPR? This one right here. March 2013. A woman started breathing, 87 years old. The person could not perform CPR and so forth and so on. Okay. I haven't prepared for this article, but as you can see here, this is definitely happening. Good Samaritan laws. Sued for not using an AED or CPR. So, yeah. I mean, it's definitely right here. Man, woman sues a man that rescued her from drowning. All right, there it is. There's another one right there. Is that the woman? Oh, no. The woman said David took advantage of her when she was helpless. Now, there you go right there. Pulled her out of the water, pressed her chest a few times, and gave her mouth to mouth before she coughed, came back to life, and so forth and so on. She's arguing that David should have let someone else rescue her. She pointed out that he was playing with her breast, and the reason she woke up is probably because of the foul smell on David's mouth. So I did find one. I did find one, just so you guys know. We do have fact of women suing a man for playing with her titties while doing CPR. All right, so just so you guys know. Now, is this likely to happen? I mean, shit. Who knows? Who knows? Somebody else should have saved her life. There you go right there. So there we go right there. Yeah. So men ain't trying to get out here, you know, touching a woman's titties out here. That could definitely is a no-go. All right, that is unbelievable, man. All right, that's Crime and Law CGA. It is. Is this Crime and Law CGA? Oh, no, we got more Crime and Law CGA. All right, Crime and Law CGA. Record. This woman says she wonders why her boyfriend's recording her when she's crashing out.
No, because I don't record you. Why do you have to do this shit?
You have recorded me plenty of
I
times.
never did it again, so stop.
Because I'm trying to leave.
And I need you to stop.
I'm trying to leave. Move.
I need you to stop.
Let me move.
Then fucking stop and listen.
Bro, watch out.
I can't
Watch
because I
out.
fucking love you and this is
care.
stupid as
I don't care.
fuck. I do.
Wait a minute.
Stop.
Move, bro.
I'm begging you to stop,
I'm begging you to
please.
move.
I can't. No, I can't because I'm like, you actually give a fuck about this shit.
Damn.
No.
I ain't a more backside. Boy, that's a flat woman right there, man. All right, that is definitely a little body woman out there. She looked like a 13-year-old boy. Allegedly, right there. I mean, just.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
Somebody said, I knew she was black. She sounds like she sounds white to me. I mean, she looks white to me. I mean, maybe she's a mulatto. She sounds like it's a black ninja. You know, it's a ninja. All right, this is definitely a ninja. Glocktavius about to get it. And so this is what happens, guys. It says, fellas, stay away from crazy, sick females that will mess up your life. And we deserve better. Never let love let you get used, and always pick yourself. I mean, men are figuring this out right here. All right, let me see here.
Try to move, so no.
I am going to leave.
No.
Yes, I am.
Why do you have to leave so fucking bad?
I don't want to do this no more.
One night is not gonna fucking kill you.
This is definitely, you're blocking me. You're late. You're preventing me from leave. All right, this is
Right.
It's not gonna fucking kill you.
I want one night.
Well, I need it.
I don't care what you need.
Well, I cared when you needed it.
I need to be away from you.
I woke up this morning knowing that you were still gonna feel the same. And I sat out there and I still told you the truth. What, are you recording?
Yeah.
For what?
Just whenever the police come.
For what?
I was just packing my clothes and you're yelling at me.
I'm yelling, dude, because I actually care. Do you act like I'm just nothing?
Oh no.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. If most men recorded their arguments with women, it'll sound exactly like that. Press 1 in the chat if I'm right. That is a lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation. Okay. She's crying and saying, well, I'm the one ranting and raving, so I care more than you. You don't even care. Why are you recording me? All right. To protect myself from you, because you're definitely a false alligator. She's definitely a false alligator looking one. But a lot of men, if you record a woman in their if you're having an argument or a disagreement or a kerfuffle, I guarantee you most women sound like that. All right. And they get away with that shit. They get away with it all the time. All right. And then as soon as you leave or something happens, they be in there with false allegations. They be in there with a whole false alligators. All right. They be in there lying on you like a motherfucker, lying and crying. All right. They be choking themselves and hitting themselves with a hammer, all kind of shit. Men done mess they whole lot. Ninjas that got lynched for less than this. All right, ninjas that got lynched for less than this. All right, I'm gonna tell you this right here.
Like I wasn't nothing to you. Damn it, how much other shit have we been through? We got past it. It's fucking lying. I told you that shit stopped today. And I told you the truth about everything. No, because this fucking sucks.
Oh, she got caught cheating. All right, so she got caught putting her hand in a cookie jar. So that's what's happening. And it says something like that. I told you everything. I'm not lying anymore. By the way, she lying. All right, she hasn't told him everything. And he's fed up. He's got to record it. I'm surprised she ain't snatched the phone. That's probably coming up. All right, but she's using every tactic right now to play the victim.
It should have been that when you.
It still died.
It still died.
When you were doing what you were doing.
It was still that,
OJ.
That's why I couldn't do anything else with anybody.
What?
Because I actually was flip-floppy and I knew where the fuck I was going to end up. Just like my parents told me. We don't believe you. You always go back. Yeah, I do. Because it's you and I love you and I'm willing to go through anything to fucking get through it and make it. What the fuck else are you waiting on for me to do?
Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Flip-floppy. All right, this is...
Because I actually was flip-floppy and I knew...
Flip-floppy? She was flip-floppy? This ninja named OJ, I guarantee her name is Nicole. She going to the Undertaker. All right, she definitely going to the Undertaker. OJ. All right, somebody said this. A brother explains to her accent. It explains her Negra accent. She got a Negra accent going on right there. All right, she talking very ninja-y. All right, but there it is, all for some punani, all over a hoe. She was flip-floppy. Let me see if I can get a still of her face here. All right, there she is right there. Oh, no.
Oh, the humanity.
Damn.
Oh, the humanity.
Coach, I get it for free.
Oh, the humanity.
Woo-wee. This is an iron board backside. Flip-floppy. Oh.
Oh, the humanity.
What in the world is this?
What the hell? Oh, my God. No way.
Damn, OJ. I would get that neck. She looked like she would oochie ouchie her way. I would fold her ass up too, man. But OJ, look at this. She flip-floppy, all right.
Oh, the humanity.
She a whole muskrat. Look at that. Where's the whiskers? All she missing is the whiskers. All right, hold on for a second. OJ. All right, let me see if we can do a side-by-side comparison here. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. There she is there. And let's see a side-by-side. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a whole muskrat right there. That's definitely... Let me see again. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No lips, no lips. Yeah, no lips right there. She definitely looking like she need the whiskers. If she had the whiskers, that would be a whole dub right there, man. And she says she flip-floppy. Oh, is that her therapy? What is going on here? She got the devil in her. Ooh, look at them. Oh, my goodness. Woo. It's that sloppy yogurt on there, boy. I'll tell you, man. Look.
Record you. Why do you have to do this
Girl,
shit?
You have recorded me.
I never did it again, so stop.
I never did it again.
I'll leave.
And I need you to stop.
Oh, my. All right, look at this right here. Oh, no. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, when white girls cry, they get a bright nose right there. I don't see no tears, though. Where the tears at? I see a little moisture. All right, what?
I'm trying to leave. Move.
I need you to stop.
Let me move.
This is definitely Florida. I guarantee you this is Tampa, Florida. This is Tampa Bay, Florida for sure. I mean, is Tampa Bay playing right now? This is Tampa, Florida. I guarantee you, I will bet $5 this is Tampa Bay, Florida. All right, crystal methany. That's definitely a crystal methany right there. All right, anyway, right here. Goodness. She says, stop recording me.
Stop.
I'm trying to leave. Move.
I need you to stop.
Let me move.
Then fucking stop and listen.
No, watch out.
I can't because
Ooh, this is sloppy.
I fucking love you and this is stupid as fuck. I do. Stop.
I do. She got a black accent going on like Kamala Harris. I do. Stop. I do. You know, the black accent, you just stretch out the words. I do.
Move, bro.
I'm begging you to stop, please. I can't.
Look at that neck. I will get that neck. Goodness gracious. Look at the neck. That is a long neck, bruh. Like she got the... I think he got that neck too. I'm looking at there's definitely some bright redness around that neck. Take a look at this neck. Ladies, look at your neck right there. Ladies, look at your neck. Like, I don't even see her chin. All right, damn. Look at where this neck start, bro. That is a hell of a neck, bro. Mecha neck. I will get that neck too, bro. I bet you he gets the hell out of that neck. She got a giraffe neck, man. Damn. Look at that neck. All right, I will get that neck too. There's no Adam's apple in there. It looks kind of bulgy right there. All right, man, let me get that neck. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't because I'm like you. I actually give a fuck about this shit.
Let my hand go.
No.
Let my hand go.
You're just gonna try to move, so no.
This is definitely an assault and battery.
I'm going to leave.
No.
Yes, I am.
Why do you have to leave so fucking bad?
I don't want to do this no more.
One night is not gonna fucking kill you.
What? One night's gonna kill you? I beg to differ. All right, she definitely gonna kill him if he stays. Guys, you wanna be alive. She definitely gonna kill you if he stayed. All right, last one out here. We got another starving ninja on Crime and Law CGA. This brother right here is an Atlanta, allegedly,
so y'all know I'm always keep
an Atlanta nightclub owner. And he says right here, he went from thinking he was gonna have a threesome to now reevaluating his life in a hospital bed after he befriended 2 female customers on Crime and Law CGA right here. Let's get into it. There's the guy right there. He claims to be an Atlanta nightclub owner. Let's go ahead and play. You don't even need a passport anymore to get drugged. Okay, here we go.
Y'all in the loop. If you know me, y'all know that R&B Wednesdays is for the ladies. And I always make sure all the ladies have a good time. If I ever see women at my bar buying drinks by themselves with no man, I normally will offer them extra drinks or offer them discounts on food or free hookah. You know, I just like to make sure everybody's enjoying themselves. So last night, I randomly ran into 2 females that was at the bar. And I saw them buying drinks. So I took some shots with them, and it was nothing too major. Wasn't trying to holler at them or anything like that. It's just I seen two young black women buying drinks on their own. So I added something onto what they had going on. So I go back to my section, I'm partying. I consistently walks around my club and texts on tables. This is just something that I do. I'm always making sure that my servers are taking care of the people that I brought into my establishment. So I walks around the club, make sure everybody's okay. While I'm going back through the bar, the young ladies still over there. I greet them again. You know, this time I join into conversation with them. I ask them where they from. They say Carolina. You know, I ask what part, you know, because I lived in Carolina for a little bit. So we have small chats, and then I get my bartender to give us another round of shots. So we take the shots. Boom, I leave. I go back to my section. The end of the night comes. We all in there, me and my homeboys, some females, we all just talking loud. We saying we about to go to an after hour. So the young ladies are still in there too. So they ask me, they're like, hey, isn't that you right there? You know, we got the picture of me inside of the club. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Well, I always tell people it ain't me because my mom put that up there. So I'll be like, nah, it ain't me. It ain't me. So anyways, he's like, y'all going somewhere after us? I'm like, yeah, we're going to an after hour. So they're like, oh, can we go? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So all right, we're going to call our Uber. So I'm like, oh, well.
You could have covered this in 45 seconds. You know, because he wants to sound, this is what these Mac-ass ninjas doing. All right, Holla Monster. This is what they do. They want to act like, oh, you know, it was doing it big, and it was out here, it was stellar. I'm a star, I'm a celebrity, my picture on the wall. This don't have nothing to do with nothing, bro. Just get to the damn point. They was from Carolina. You know, I used to live in Carolina. Who cares? Who cares? Just tell us what happened. How you get drugged? You're trying to make it big. And, you know, I was running my Mac shit, and, you know, they was feeling a player. Nobody gives a fuck about none of that, man. Tell the damn story without all that hippity hop. All right, the hippity hop bullshit. All right, get to the goddamn point. Here we go.
We all about the mob down there. Y'all could just jump in with us. You know what I'm saying? We always does this. This is not nothing out the normal. This is just me being regular, kicking shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm impressed. We does this shit. This how we do.
So, boom, they jump in the car. We ride to the after hour.
Boom.
It's like 18 minutes away from the club.
Anybody understand him? White people are logging off right now. Man, my audience is dwindling. I've been lost half my viewers now. What in the hell are you talking about? Let me see if I can scoop ahead here.
Be in my parking garage where I can goddamn.
They got to the parking garage.
Go on upstairs, go to home.
Okay.
So we jump in the whip.
So and as soon as you hear, do you guys know I'm almost rarely say during my stream? So Jesus.
They like, take a shot. I'm like, nah, I don't want no more liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm toasted. So it's a gas station on the corner. So I stop at the gas station and grab me a water.
This ninja lying now. Y'all was in the parking garage. Now you're up in the apartment grabbing drinks. Now you're at the gas station grabbing a water. Okay.
And a Slim Jim. So, and a Sprite. I always do this. I always have a Sprite for the morning because I be feeling mad sick and I don't like ginger ale. So I got stop at the store. So I go in the store, I get that. Boom, I get back in the car. So they're like, how far is the house from here? So I'm like, it's like 3 minutes up the street. They're like, all right, bet. They're like, well, it's only a little bit left of liquor. We got to take this last shot. We might not even see you no more, but we appreciate the hospitality and, you know, making sure we good.
All right, let me tell you what happened. 2 transgenders from Atlanta robbed them. That's what happened. All right, I'm going to tell you that right now. These are transgenders. He tried to figure out why his Duke shoe hurting right now. All right, this ain't no bitches did all of this. You trying to cover up and shit. This nigga doing a whole bunch of shuffling right now.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man. What you going to do? Look out, boys. It's coming through. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, 2 transgender robbed him. This is Atlanta, y'all. He trying to you trying to explain why you in the hospital gurney. All right, some trannies robbed you. I guarantee you. Right?
So I'm like, all right, whatever. Take the drink.
He trying to act like he trying to figure out why his ass bleeding. All right. and he got drugged, and them transgenders put it up the Duke shoot. Yeah. They put that Slim Jim, they put that Slimmy Jim in your Duke shoot. That's what happened, ass ninja. Come on, bro. You ain't got to hide it.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right.
I drive home. I made it to my house. That's the last thing I remember, y'all. I woke up.
That's the last thing I remember.
At, I think like 12:30 this morning, afternoon.
And your asshole was bleeding.
These girls done took both my Cubans. It's like $60K.
Oh, Jesus.
4 of my gold diamond rings.
He lying. What? She took 2 of my Cubans. That's worth $60K. Insurance scam loading. 3, 4. He said 3 or 4 of mine. Hold on, let me see here. This ninja lying.
12:30 this morning, afternoon.
Hold up. Wait. Was it this morning or afternoon? Was it, you said 12:30 this morning. Now I'm assuming you was at the club going to the after party, so it couldn't be 12:30 this morning. You woke up 12:30 this afternoon or morning, you lying ass ninja. You must have woke up at 12:30 in the afternoon. I know you're a nocturnal creature.
These girls done took both my Cubans. It's like $60K.
Okay.
Took 4 of my gold.
5 or 4. He said 5 originally right there. He's holding up 5 fingers. And then he said 4.
Cubans. It's like $60K. Took 4 of my gold diamond rings. My pistol.
Pistol too. They also took your booty hole. All right. I would never want to be in that situation. He trying to sound extra cool about these transgenders robbing him in Atlanta.
And a couple thousand out of my pocket.
Oh, you had. Was it 5 Cuban links or whatever you had? 5 Rolexes, some pinky rings, a couple thousand. How much is a couple? 2 or 10? All right, he definitely owes some good drugs in there. All right, my God.
I don't even remember what the fuck happened, yo. But now, I came to the hospital, and they're giving me IVs.
They definitely giving you some morphine.
And all type of stuff to flush out my system.
Flesh out your system, sir?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This is sounding cappity cap. Flesh out your system or your dookie hole? I think it's the dookie hole. They got fleshed it up. They need to flesh out my system. Ninjas like this, I can't hang out with, bro, because they be extra. They extra.
And they're giving me IVs and all type of stuff to flush out my system.
Yeah, okay, your system, huh?
From the drugs that was inside of me. I threw up a lot.
You threw up?
I guess whatever it was eating the lining of my stomach, so.
Trayyaaiin.
Whatever it was eating the lining of your stomach.
Trayyaaiin.
The lining of your stomach.
Trayyaaiin.
You mean your intestines? Your colon? That got a lining in it. There's a lining in your dookie hole too. I'm just letting you.
Trayyaaiin.
Look, this is terrible. Why you guys making fun of this guy, man?
Trayyaaiin.
The lining in your stomach. All right, okay. This story does not sound. I mean, I don't know whether to believe this. And the ladies, look. Even men can be false alligators. All right. Jesus. Even men can be false. Hey, look, this proves that we don't believe nobody, male or female. All right, look, we don't believe nobody's ass when it comes to these stories. So women, don't say we misogynist. We just don't believe people. All right, we got trust issues over here. We got trust issues. And the way he's telling the story, it could be the morphine. I don't know what it is, but All right. I don't know, man. Oh, no.
A lot of blood came up with the throw up. Definitely doodle boy, definitely diarrhea. And just a real bad headache. So, I say that to say, I would never in a million years would have thought that would have happened to me. For real, like, never. And the drug that they gave me, if they would have gave me too much of it, I would have OD'd on it. You know what I'm saying? I could have OD'd. And these girls are stupid. Just dumb because they stupid ass actually use their debit card in my club. They use their debit card in the club, so I have the transactions.
Case closed.
And I'm able to pull your name and everything from the bank.
Case closed. We gonna find these girls.
I put an Uber to my club.
They took an Uber.
We got you on surveillance getting out of the Uber, so I get the license plate from the car.
Ah, we got them.
They also took an Uber from where we was at. They got cameras. So the detectives, the police got to get that information because I can't get that. But from my restaurant, I got you, bro. Like, and I say that to say, like,
you got you, bro.
I really don't care what happens to y'all, but I know one thing: y'all ass going to jail. Y'all niggas could have took me away from my motherfucking kids.
Niggas?
For real, my son would have had to deal with watching his dad on Google or something saying his dad overdosed. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas just gotta be more careful, more aware, and I'm always aware. But this time right here changes everything. Cause I really don't remember nothing. Like,
he don't remember nothing. He don't remember anything. Yeah, I know what that means.
Trayyaaiin.
All right, he said she's so extra. This is man, this is a long ass story. I'm gonna blame it on the drugs, you know, because they definitely probably got him on a lot of drugs. So he probably doesn't realize that he's talking this. I'm hoping that's the case. All right, but
I don't remember anything after that. And for them to be able to get my chains off of me is crazy. But all that could be got back. I got insurance. Just happy that I'm still here.
He got insurance. Yeah, insurance scam loading. Yep, they got my chains. They got all my chains.
I got another day to see my kids.
All
That's
right.
really all that be mattering. Man.
All right, that matters.
But be easy. Carolina girl, Gabby, we gonna find you.
Okay. All right. Somebody said the cops aren't gonna do anything. I don't think they're gonna help you out, sir. And you're black, and the women, the suspects, I'm assuming, are black. Nothing's gonna happen. All right. This is a victimless crime. I mean, you're a victim, but I'm telling you, man, tricks get robbed all the time. You didn't tell the part where you paid them for money, did you? You didn't tell them that part either. Because you definitely probably paid them for the menage. All right. They didn't tell that part. He forgot about it. He definitely forgot about it. Let me get to these chats, and then we're going to get to the main freaking event and the main part of the show. Let's see if we got our brother Maryland Guy is back in the building. Maryland Guy has this to say. He says, one of my female cousins developed serotonin syndrome from taking a cocktail of those depression and psychotic medications. She had seizures and almost died. Wow, man. She had a serotonin syndrome from taking a cocktail of those psychotic meds. I mean, those are, I don't think you're supposed to be taking stuff like that, like back to back, like cocktails. They're like, put this and as the doctor said it's trial and error. So I don't know, man. I'm not in to say who should be taking what, but this is a effed up scenario system that we got. Shout out to Steve. It says the biggest scam in therapy is that they make a diagnosis in an hour of an interview in the office. On the other hand, you can know someone for years and you cannot say, I think this person is borderline personality because you didn't go to a university for a decade. For real. right? 1 hour meeting, you fill in some goddamn bubbles on a test. Oh, this looks like you, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they're milking the system. They're milking the system. That's what it is. And when I was a personal trainer, I was trying to milk the system too. I was trying to get them to take some benefits. All right, so we know people, and by the way, just so you guys know, we've done stories on this before of therapists doing this. Therapists using benefits. Let me see here. Here it is right there. There's one right here. Former mental health clinic therapist sentenced for role in $55 million Medicare fraud scheme. All right, now this is just one, and I just looked it up. This is common. This is 2013 too. Mental health clinic therapist. $55 million Medicare fraud. All right, you know, I don't trust nobody around this mug. Healthcare fraud, 47 suspects. All right, this is child nutrition. Here we go right here. We got physical therapists getting got right here. We have two doctors, two licensed physical therapists, and a licensed clinical social worker, a pharmacist, and 4 pharmacy owners and operators among those charged in Brooklyn as part of a national healthcare fraud initiative. That's the DEA website. I hope I ain't never on that mother sucker. We have a vocational school owner and counselor arraigned in nearly $1 million insurance fraud scam. That's Los Angeles. Let's see here. Struggling telehealth company exploited APPAREL sales for profit. All right, there you go right there. Tens of thousands of people with ADHD could face disruptions to treatment after a major telehealth company was accused of selling millions of APPAREL pills without securely confirming an ADHD diagnosis. All right, they sold 40 million pills of APPAREL and other medicines since COVID. I mean, this is a massive undertaking to actually go through. Let's see here. This one says, therapy notes. Are you unintentionally committing fraud? Insurance fraud. Unintentionally. Oh, I did it unintentionally. Yep, it was unintentional. All right. It was unintentional. I didn't mean to. I get it. I didn't mean to either. Let's see here. Found out my therapist has been billing my, oh, here we go right here. Found out my therapist has been billing my insurance for sessions we did not have. So there it is. All right. Yep. Didn't even come to the sessions. And they billed you for it. Let me see here. Rehab facility owners arrested, $176 million fraud. Oh, okay. That's an NBA player that got arrested for the health scam fraud. All right, let's see here. Social worker charged in $125,000 fraud in Massachusetts. Right there. It says right here, prosecutors say that the social worker billed an insurer for nearly 40 therapeutic sessions that never occurred. A clinical social worker faces charges of larceny and fraud for allegedly scamming health benefits. Kathleen McGovern, 63, has been charged with 38 counts of larceny over $250 and 1 count of making false statements in applications of payment for health benefits. Yep. Let's see here. We got physical therapies getting there too. Physical therapist. Yeah, the physical therapist is getting got in there, boy, I tell you. All right, anyway, enough about that. Yeah. So people talk about grifting. It's crazy. Grifting. It's an evil world out there. We got our brother Steven. Shout out to our brother Steven. Says, P.S. He says, you don't know how a diagnosis on your record may impact you in the future. Listen to this. This is important. He says it could keep you from getting a job, insurance policies, and security clearances, etc. And if you talk self-deletion, you may be admitted to a psych ward. Get help if you need it, but be very cautious. That is the one that I always talk about, because I find that parents are just taking their kids in there. They're taking their kids in there for one reason or the other. And then what happens is these kids get an IEP on their school record, right? They get an IEP. So that means sometimes they're going to be put in special ed. All right, they'll be put in a special ed program, which there's some fraud related to that. These schools are getting kicked back for admitting people into these special ed programs. Sometimes parents get kickbacks related to putting their kids, if they have a kid on disability. And also, when you get admitted into college, you got to disclose you are on an IEP. So there goes your college plans. Then you might not be able to buy a firearm. I actually had a little ling that was asking that. And I was like, you admitted to me that you had mental health issues. And she was like, that's not going to keep me from getting a firearm. And I said, well, you got to disclose on your application that you have mental health issues. Like, you're literally in therapy and taking drugs for mental health. You have to disclose that when you buy a firearm. Like, all right, like, but people don't really think about those consequences long ranging. And when you can't get out of that and shake it, a lot of times these kids are innocently dragged into these systems. I believe so, because I think the parents are up to nefarious things. They might be involved in a divorce and they want the kid to get counseling to try to throw dad under the bus. Sometimes the parents can't handle the kids. Sometimes the teachers can't handle the kids, right? And there's a whole bunch of kickback schemes going on here. Dr. Umar talked about this, and he's been hypervigilant about talking about this as well. So Steven says, yes, there are long-ranging consequences. Yes, getting a job. What if you want to go into some sort of security clearance in the military? You can't do it. More than likely, they're going to kick you out the system, okay? So there's a lot of long-ranging things that I think people aren't really looking at. Like, okay, your kid's energetic. Maybe pull them out of the public school, put them in a private school, or homeschool them, or do something else, because you're setting them up for a lifetime of problems. So they can't, they want to work for, get security clearances, and they work in IT. They're going to be severely not rehabbed. They're going to be severely kneecapped by doing this. Somebody gave me a co-sponsorship. It's our brother Johnny 5 Be Alive. Shout out to you. It's a co-sponsorship related to the BMW 7 Series. Somebody says, that's what happened to me after my mom divorced great my dad to kingdom come. Yes, and let me tell you, I've experienced this as well. Women will use therapists to circumvent the custody. Women will use therapists to circumvent the custody. So if they think they can get a custody advantage, they'll use the kid and put them in therapy. All right, I care about my kid. I want them in therapy. But what they're trying to do is circumvent the system, maybe get the kid to say something that they coached and groomed them to say in the therapy, right? And then they'll get custody. And then they'll take that therapist report right to court. They'll take it right to court. So that a lot of women are using them, and these therapists don't give a fuck. All right, and most of these therapists got these kids doing coloring books and shit. Right? They ain't doing no intense therapy in there. All right, the kid don't want to be there. The kid want to go play. All right, but the mom, most of the time it's the mom trying to circumvent the custody by taking their kids to therapy and counseling. That I experienced that one. That is a definite tactic. That's a definite tactic. And they get their kids in special ed. Right? Then their kid is in special ed all their life because mom wanted extra custody time. Pure evil. Pure fucking evil. All right, that these parents are doing to these kids, man. This shit is an evil system, bro. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, man, these parents ain't shit out here. Right? But anyway, it's unbelievable, man. So yeah, shout out to our brother here, the Alchemist. The Alchemist 2 says, happy birthday, coach. Also, go Lions. He says, we put them Vikings to rest. Detroit looking really good. Detroit looking really good. They are. Chicken Wing Bob says, coach, one thing I missed from the 90s are the non-strag black women like Shanice, who sang, I Like Your Smile, Hillary Blanks, and, of course, Lisa Turtle. He says they don't exist anymore. If they call me a ninja, I'm gone. No strags. Give me the I'm starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, please do not date, you brothers. I'm trying to help y'all out. Do not date any black women that calls you an N-word. I had this beautiful exotical melodical, gorgeous face. I mean, just stunning. And she would call dudes ninjas. I would be like, wow. Right? I would be like she never called me the ninja, but she was a potty mouth. I don't know, man. She was a potty mouth. Shout out to our brother here. I don't know. Okay, I see what happened. No government name BH says YouTube RP space is goofy and dying. Thank you for the after pill. For real. Yeah, the RP is struggling here. But I think what people are saying the RP is dying is the version of the RP that came from 2020 to 2024. I would say 2021 to 2023. That RP is dying, meaning the Andrew Tate, the Fresh and Fit, the Pearl, the Kevin Samuels, and to the better extent, people even like myself, the people that became mainstream household names, that RP is dying. I think we do need to clear up what part is dying, because that part was never, I don't think, and I've been certainly the beneficiary of this as well. The RP was not meant to be mainstream. It was never meant to be mainstream. And people went and took it mainstream. And I'm not criticizing those individuals, but that RP is dead. Okay. That version of the RP is dead, right? Where you could just, the whatever podcast, that type of thing where dudes are exploiting women for views type of deal, where they just throw them on there and the stupid woman thing. I think that is more or less dying, where you do have to be a little bit more creative in how you present these type of topics. In my opinion, nobody's going to be mainstream anymore. Not from this subculture, not from this genre. And I know a lot of guys want to do RP content. And I say, if you want to get it off your chest, get it off your chest. But no one is ever going mainstream again in this space. It's over. It's over. I mean, Ever What Podcast, I guess, is the biggest podcast, typically doing the same shit over and over again. I mean, I've never watched their show. But that type of content, no one's going mainstream with that. That's over. Andrew Tate was the last one. He was the last one that's going to go main. Pearl, I guess, was a mainstream. Myron, mainstream. But nobody's going mainstream with this shit no more. Unless you talk about something that nobody's talked about. And trust me, everybody's already heard everything they're going to talk about in terms of talking points. All right. All the talking points have been said, and they've been either proven or disproven, or people don't care. All right. People don't care about what people have to say in terms of these talking points. So I'm trying to always take it to the next level, which is going to, I think it's either going to help it or hurt it. I'm trying to take it to another level where I challenge the issue and then try to see if it rests and then give you another deeper thought. But in terms of mainstream RP, it's no more. Nobody's going mainstream anymore. And there was a time where people were clamoring to be the next big name, right? Who's going to be next? Who's going to be next? My answer is nobody. Nobody's going to be next. All right. So, my thing, I framed it as, this is the free agent lifestyle. This is the after pill. This still does help. But nobody's going mainstream with this shit. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I'm not trying to hate. I'll just tell you what's happening. The mainstream act is over. They took it. And, I think men like Andrew Tate, they sexually assaulted and raped it, the red pill. Right. All right. They graped it. He done said everything possibly that you can say at this point. Nobody going mainstream. All right. So anyway, just so you guys know, that's my assessment of the red pill space, if you want to call it that. It is seen as kind of like a goofy space now, for sure. They're like, oh, these red pill guys. Like anybody that does go red pill, they're going to pivot. Like the lead attorney. The lead attorney's going to go mainstream, not for the red pill. And he kind of was red pill adjacent. What's the brother's name? Why is his name slipping my mind? But you know him, Anton Daniels. He was kind of red pill adjacent, but he ain't going mainstream for red pill. All right, he's going mainstream for political stuff. Elite attorney's going mainstream for his court acumen and covering cases. Covering cases. He doubled his audience just covering court cases. And rest, get healthy, elite attorney. I heard you had some issues related to cancer. But he got on Vlad TV and he was Red Pill adjacent. And he studied guys in the Red Pill. He was linked to Kevin Samuels. He knew who I was. So, but yeah, it's done. He got on Vlad TV, nothing for Red Pills. All right, they talked only about court cases and I think a little bit of divorce. All right, so people are going to definitely kind of weave in something and get a little bit creative. If not, yeah, no more Red Pill. There's no more superstars. But Anton Daniels is on Fox News. Did he talk about Red Pill? Nope. He talked about Kamala Harris being fake black. Right? That's how he was able to get on mainstream. He didn't mention one Red Pill talking point. All right? Meaning he didn't mention anything related to marriage and divorce. Nothing. He got up there with his pink sweater. Ninja had look, Anton, I'm going to get you. He went up there with his motherfucking sweater tied around his neck. Ninja went up there with a goddamn pickle racket. Ninja looked like he was about to play some goddamn tennis when he went up there. Right? He didn't mention nothing about relationships and black women. Nothing. The only thing he mentioned about black women is that Kamala about fake black. But that ninja went up there with his visor and a motherfucking Long Island iced tea. Ninja was like, volley. Ninja looked like this ninja was going to the country club. All right? He was sloppy. Right? No, he didn't mention nothing about relationships, divorce statistics, nothing. Nothing about he's been married for 12, 14, 50, 11 years. None of that shit. He didn't mention nothing about any of these channels that he had and nothing. Ninja went up there like he was up there. He went up there like this.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man, what you gonna do? Coming through. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Hey, people gonna say I'm hating on Anton. I'm not hating on him. I'm just letting you guys know. He definitely has his lane, and he saw his lane, he saw his opening, and he went through it. All right, and shout out to him. Smart ass move. Otherwise, he would have got pigeonholed in here and he would have never been able to climb out. All right, shout out to Anton Daniels. All right, anyway, hey, somebody gonna say I dissed him. I didn't diss. He knows I'm cool. I'm cool with Anton. All right, but he was out there with that motherfucking pink sweater and that sweater vest. Ninja had that sweater tied around there. He was like, hold up. This is what Anton said right here.
Being black isn't what I'm trying to be. It's what I am. I'm running the same race and jumping the same hurdles you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. You ask me, you're the real sellout.
Shout out to Anton, man. Shout out to you, brother. All right, anyway. All right, yep. Did I get everybody? Shout out to our brother here. Our brother Big Buck says, Coach, tell that guy buying the car to make his money pregnant, then sell the babies, invest. The reason why I'm going to assume that he's already had money invested when people ask me stuff like that, I already make the assumption that they already have the money invested. So I don't want to say things like, you could take that money and invest it. Like he already probably has money invested. All right, don't buy another car, spend that money and invest it. So I'm assuming that he already has money invested. That's why I didn't give him any advice related to that. Because then I'm just assuming he doesn't. All right, but I get what you're saying. Make that money pregnant. All right, a couple more main event. Kyle says, those oily souls be the truth. He says they are, what oily soils? He said the oily soils. He says they are the real man's kryptonite, and I'm black, but I low-key can't stand ninjas. I low-key can't stand ninjas like that guy in the hospital. He says, I'd rather hang around nerdy ninjas that know coding and computer science than hood ninjas that are incoherent and ignorant. For real. Man, for real. I can't hang out with guys like this. Like, they extra. Too much. Beating around the bush. Too cool for school. All right, I avoid like the plague. You're right. But you call them an oily soul. Oily souls. Antonio Casio over here. What's up, Coach? Coach Red Pill's funeral is online, and the Red Pill has been ruined by grifters, pedos, and scammers. The only legit people left in the Red Pill is you, Better Bachelor, and Coach EO. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll keep it where it is. It'll be where it is. This is a height. This is the height of it, for sure. But yeah, some dudes came in. I remember that one guy came in. He was trying to be the next Andrew Tate. And I was like, I think his name is Zerka. I'm like, what is this nigga? Like, y'all just bringing in real, like, characters now. Like Royal Wrestling Federation. All right, because Andrew Tate had kind of got in trouble, and then they brought some other loud, obnoxious guy that looked like he was on 2C. Right? And I was like, oh, no. All right, so they just basically got Andrew Tate on cocaine. And he was going to be the next one. I was like, this ain't going to work. That's when I knew it was over. That's when I knew. I was like, this is now jump the shark. He was going to be the next one. I don't know what happened to him. He kind of pivoted into some other shit. But they was trying to push him to be the next aggressive, call a bitch out type of content. And I was like, you know, because those are the type of dudes that get attention. You know, he's going to target young guys. He was trying to be cool, and they tried to push him to the front of the line to be the next Andrew Tate. I was like, oh, no, not him. I was like, this is really done now. It's overdone. It's cooked. If he was going to be the next one, I was like, this place is cooked if he going to be the next big thing in the Red Pill. So they tried to shove his ass to the front. All right, just being obnoxious and yelling and saying the same shit with no depth, no understanding of anything. He was just going to get up there and scream Red Pill lingo and then go big. All right. So anyway, H Everyday Funny, he says the Tates get all type of law thrown at them, but not Dan Bilzerian, ninja ass. He says because yet he was a celebrity or he was celebrated as a overcomer. Pause. His pops got locked up for fraud, but his son still ended up on top only in America. I think they have some legal troubles. I think they probably do have some. I think Dan Bilzerian might be in some fight from under what I understand. He has some problems. So anyway, I don't know about that. I ain't watching his pockets. I ain't watching his pockets. All right, main event. Let's do it. It's time. It is game time right now. But Dan Bilzerian, I guess what you would consider is trafficking, but he never made money off the girls. I think when you make money off the girls, then you consider yourself trafficking. All right, so Kanye West. Here we go right here. Before we see this, Kanye West, it says, OnlyFans addict, the person that you are paying to chat with is probably a non-sex freelancer. Oh, there you go right there, just so we can set this up. This is obvious, guys. This has been going on since phone sex 1-900 numbers. It's what it is. The girls provide the content, but they're not sitting back texting. I mean, there are some girls doing it. If you think you're messaging girls on these platforms, you're out of your god dang mind, especially if they have a large following. But this has been the same since phone sex, pen pals, 4-page letters. This has been going on forever. That Ninja Beretta shot a woman, right, doing this shit. I mean, this has been it right here. I've been writing about OnlyFans for a few months now, and it says right here, however, behind the scenes, they aren't even chatting with the person that they pay to speak with. I mean, even Andrew Tate exposed this particular thing, talking about he robbed ninjas of a lot of money, basically saying that him and Tristan were typing on the keyboard.
Straight jacket.
Some of these guys are men that have, I mean, at this point, the large content creators are men. They're male. All right. I mean, the managers are male. All right. So there are people managing girls. I mean, if you think you're texting a girl, you're out of your mind. According to The Wired, the highest earners hire management companies to outsource chatting. You are likely chatting with an old woman and in curlers drinking coffee, not a hot 20-something. And, you know, despite my best efforts to appear blasé about the nuances of modern sex work, the creators caught me off guard with one detail about her business. It says right here, like many OF top earners, she had hired a management agency to help keep up with her customers' demands for personal attention. The chat specialist they give you, it says right here, they give you, that was a huge deal for me. The agency provided a team of contractors whose sole job is to masquerade as the creator while swapping DMs with her subscribers. These textual conversations are meant to be the main way the OF user can interact with the model that they adore. All right. So if you say, send me some personal pictures, you're talking to a bot. You're talking to a male manager, an old woman, and you're like, send me something sexy, do this and put this in your... They'll probably get in contact with the model and say, take this picture, this is what they want, and they'll send it to you. All right, so, it's not that hard to figure out, unfortunately. This has been going on for a long ass time. This is crazy.
Straight jacket.
It is what it is. All right, so let's get into it. Kanye West being sued. There he is right there. We're going to pull up a picture of the young lady, but here's the article right here. October 18th, 2024. I'm always trying to cover some recent news here. Kanye West's legal battles are getting increasingly ugly. Rumors of him getting a divorce as well. From Bianca Sensory, there's rumors of a divorce, which would be his second or third. Kanye West is accused of sexual assault in a lawsuit by his ex-assistant, and her name is Lauren P., and she first sued her former boss for wrongful termination in June, claiming that the rapper sexually harassed her and fired her after she wouldn't sleep with him. Now she has amended her complaint to pile on, so this is new update. She's amended her complaint to include even more disturbing details about the alleged harassment, inappropriate work environment, fraud, and breach of contract, as well as accusations of sexual assault. Several salacious claims from her suit have made the tabloid headlines, including a text she says Ye once sent to Sensory, which is the wife, about wanting to have sex with her mother and an encounter involving the mogul P. Diddy, who was recently arrested for sex trafficking. Her lawsuit, which I say CGA said lawsuits are the new divorce. You would have to get married to divorce somebody to get some money. Now, you be careful who you hire around here. Be careful who you hire. This is his executive assistant, for those who want to know. And I use that loosely. Her lawsuit is just the latest in Ye's many legal battles right here. He has a litany of other legal battles. Here's what we know about the accusations. All right, it says right here, she claims Kanye West sexually harassed her for years. That always is very suspicious. In her filing, which was obtained by the Cup, Piscotti, is it Piscotta? Says she started working for Ye in 2015 when she contributed to Yeezy's season 1 fashion line and later worked on a few songs featured on the 2021 Donda album. Cap.
Oh, the humanity.
She worked on a few songs. Like what? What did you do on the songs? Who else sued a man? She said I worked on, I think it was the other bald head chick, Amber Rose, said she contributed, helped Kanye write some of the songs on the album. I helped him do some songs on the album. All right, please. All right, here we go right here. That year, the suit states, she was hired as an executive assistant and personal assistant and told to be available to him at all times for a salary of $1 million. $1 million? $1 million? I mean, what are you doing for $1 million? All right, $1 million for a personal assistant?
When I start selling pussy, I don't want to hear it.
All right. Okay. The following year, the woman, Lauren, said Ye suddenly offered her an additional $1 million to delete her OnlyFans account. She claimed he wanted her to be more godlike. That sounds about right. She said in her suit that she compiled and soon found herself on the receiving end of a barrage of sexually explicit text messages that discuss everything from Ye's elaborate sexual fantasies, many of them involving her and other Yeezy employees, to his salami size of her boyfriends. She also claimed Ye would touch himself while on the phone with her and say that at one point he locked her in the bedroom while on the private jet and jerked his chicken in front of her until he fell asleep. That sounds about right. All right. I don't, this sounds believable. So what I don't understand is what was your part in the role? See, that's what I don't believe. I believe what she's saying is true. I can believe all of that. All right. The $1 million, I don't know about that, but if she's available at all times, sound like he hired a hooker, an escort, personal assistant. We all know about these executive assistants. So she sounded like she was doing her job. Okay. What else was you doing? You were helping on the album, and then you were around fixing his meat. Like, were you enthusiastic? Did you play? Like, to say that he was doing something, you were just sitting there like, oh, he locked me in the bedroom. Of course, when I walk into a bedroom with a woman and I know other people are around, I'm going to lock the door too. So she's saying she was completely innocent in these situations for years. I disagree. I highly probably disagree. It says the woman also claimed that she had been tasked with coordinating Ye's many encounters with sex workers and orgies. Let's get the orgy sound.
Trayyaaiin.
Which she often included delivering a sexual enhancement product he referred to as his sex honey. So she's trying to go the Diddy route. I organize sexual encounters with prostitutes and orgies and train. So she's trying to hop on the Diddy. Which she's trying to hop on the Diddy bandwagon and make him out to be a sex trafficker. Lauren Piscata's claims recall previous allegations related to Yee's behavior towards Yeezy employees. In 2022, Rolling Stones reports former staffers accused him of showing pornography as well as explicit photos and videos of his then wife, Kim Kardashian, during meetings. I believe that. I believe what they're saying. With this being said, other than people that have worked in very, very strict corporate settings, people that work in this environment, they all do this. This is what people do. So when he was showing the pictures where people going, oh no, I don't want to look. Oh, this is horrible. Don't show me no more. Or were people laughing, sniggling? Let me see. Let me see. All right, this is that, like, people are acting like I just can't handle it. Every time he showed me a picture, I was just like, this is horrible. Like, people are just acting like the victim. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Now, if this is a corporate setting, yeah. All right. Scotty claimed that she was after all these pictures, all the claims of him jerking off in front of you, all right, locking you in the room, he promoted you to the chief of staff in September 2022 before being fired the following month with a $3 million severance package, which he says he never paid. As I said, after all that, you kept taking promotions and moving up, and you kept taking deals and severance packages and contracts and more money. You kept taking the deals, but now you're trying to iron out all this. I just had to put up with it. I don't believe it. It says right here, she sued Ye for sexual harassment, breach of contract, wrongful termination, fraud, unpaid wages, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. And he denies the claims, of course. He says these claims were baseless, explaining that she was terminated for being unqualified, demanding unreasonable sums of money, including a $4 million annual salary and numerous documented incidences of her lavish and unhinged conduct. I hope they got her on video, claiming that Piscata's used sexual coercion to demand an Hermes bag, a Lamborghini, and plastic surgery. And Ye's representation accused his former assistant of sending him unsolicited nude images and offering him sex on his birthday, advances he claimed he rejected, prompting her to attempt to blackmail him for $60 million. The statement also expresses plans to file a counter lawsuit, though no lawsuit against her appears to have been filed. There you go. And we have some new details about Bianca Sensory, I think her name is, and her mom. She amended the complaint on October 8th, which is more than triple the length of her original document. and goes into much more detail about what she allegedly suffered during and after her tenure with Yeezy. She recalled being told by one of Yeezy's friends that her boss had offered her up as a gift and that Ye would frequently tell people they had messed around. Okay. She also claims she mentioned Ye's wife, Bianca, who was an employee at Yeezy when Lauren worked there and who Lauren claims was a frequent guest and coordinated a Ye's orgy-style sex party. There we go right there.
Trayyaaiin.
She claims that Ye would text her about the woman, Sensory, quoting one message where he wrote, "I feel like Bianca came to LA to fuck as many people as possible and break up marriages and turn other girls into hoes," according to a text message. Ye can sure pick him, can he? Ye can sure pick him. All right, this ninja be picking the wildest 304s. All right, he got a damn heart. It says at one point, Ye allegedly showed Lauren a screen of his conversation with Bianca where he had written to Bianca, "I want to fuck your mom before she leaves." And? Okay, did he do it? All right, Prescotti also accused Ye of sexual assault in July of 2021. She said she was part of a team working on Ye's studio album Donda in San Francisco when he suddenly started pounding on the door of her hotel room at 6 a.m. Per her suit. After telling her his shower wasn't working, he used hers and proceeded to forcefully thrust his naked body onto and penis into her face. After a few short moments during which she pleaded him to stop, he allegedly got on the bed and said sorry and left the room. She describes another incident. She did not specify when she and her former artist management client allegedly went to the studio session in Santa Monica hosted by Ye and Sean Diddy Combs. So there she is right there. There she is. She's throwing Sean Combs. Based on the account, everybody was told to have a drink if they wanted to stay, and after a few sips, she started to feel disoriented and in an altered and heavily impaired state. After waking up, by the way, she forgot this on the original lawsuit. All right, now she's adding this. Oh yeah, that part when I went to the Diddy party and I got disoriented. Okay. All right. After waking up the next morning feeling physically ill and confused, the suit states she realized she didn't remember anything that had happened the night before and felt so embarrassed that she wrote the whole incident off, assuming the studio assistant had drugged her. Years later, the suit, remember, she don't have a date of this one. All right, she doesn't have a date. She doesn't specify when this happened. She doesn't know. I just want you guys to know this. It says right there, she doesn't specify when this incident happened. Years later, the suit says, after she was promoted to chief of staff. Oh, by the way, let me clear this up. The penis in the face incident.
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
That incident was July 2022. She was promoted to chief of staff September. Let me say this again. The penis in the face was July 2021. She was promoted to chief of staff in September 2022. So almost over a year later, you still taking promotions after he throwing his salami in your face. Okay. I mean, this sounds like a volunteer. It says years later, after the suit, she was promoted to chief of staff. Ye referred to this night in a casual conversation with her saying, "We did kind of hook up a little one time." When she told him she didn't remember what happened, she claimed he laughed and said, "Women love to say they don't remember." She also accused Ye of harassing her for filing the original lawsuit. She wrote that in her amended suit that she started getting harassed almost immediately after filing her June complaint. She described someone making false emergency calls to summon police, so she's being swatted, firefighters and child protective services to her apartment, she a baby mama, and ordering food and other local services to her apartment under the name Eric West. She demands a trial by jury. The cult attempted to reach out to Kanye West and they'll update you when they get back. All right, there it is right there, man. Damn, man, that's crazy, brothers. Hey, here's the deal. If you want to be famous, if you want to make money, just know this one thing. You will be seeing a lawsuit. All right? You're going to see a lawsuit. Could be from the people you know from your past, or the people in the future. In fact, you should always keep a lawyer on retainer for these issues, because if you ever want to get into a situation where you making mad money or you become visible, really it's when you become visible and you have money. When you're visible and you have money, you better have lawyers on retainer. In fact, that's a money mindset blue chip that I've talked about in building your network. Have lawyers, meaning that you should know a criminal lawyer. You should have a family law attorney. You should have lawyers that are ready to respond to lawsuits in a timely manner, because the lawsuits are going to fly. They're going to fly if you have status and money at the same time. And certainly if you're in entertainment or athletics, yep, you're going to need money. And entertainment, YouTube is entertainment. So if you think these women ain't going to be preying on you, want to marry you, they're going to play the victim, they'll sit up under you for years. All right. Oh, we're going to be something. And you don't give it to them. You don't marry them. You treat them like a schizoid. They going to frame every sexual occasion you had as her not wanting to be there. I didn't want to be there. He just kept swinging it. You forgot the part where I shoved your insides to your esophagus. You forgot that part. All right. But again, when women tell stories, unfortunately, it's hard for them to believe, because it's never what they were doing. What were you doing when he was throwing that ass in a circle? What were you doing? Were you enjoying it? Were you tickling his balls? What were you doing? He locked me in a room and then he started doing this. Okay, what were you doing? Sitting there trying to get out, pulling at the door lock? What were you doing? On your knees, pleasuring him? You forgot that part. Oh, my Lord. Like, man, they be leaving out key details to the story. And one time he came in and he was showing me pictures. What were you doing when you were showing you pictures? Were you saying, let me see? Did you say, I don't want to see it? Did you run? Did you turn the other way? Did you put a newspaper over your face? Did you laugh? Did you sniggle? Did you make comments? Did you pull up? What did you do? All right. I was trying to ignore it. I couldn't help. I laughed out of because I was uncomfortable. I mean, this is these are just stories that are completely lopsided and one-sided. By the way, her stories do make sense. It sounds like some Kanye West shit to do. So I don't deny that these incidents didn't happen. What I'm saying is, what was your role in it? What were you doing? You hung around an awful long time to be out here playing the victim. I mean, that's just me. Years and years catching promotions, and now you want to be out here throwing Diddy under the bus. Diddy's like, I ain't got no parts into this. They said no. I said no. I didn't want to do it. Okay. Shout out to the dictator, says, you asked me, Coach, you're the real deal. I'm the real sellout. He says, Coach, if you ask me, you're the real sellout. I'm the real sellout. I definitely am the real sellout. I am the real sellout. I've been a sellout for a long time. When people be calling me sellouts and Uncle Toms, all right, they tried to do it when I got on YouTube too. I was like, yep. I'm not trying to hide it. All right. I'm a sellout for real. All right. I done sold out long time ago. All right. Do people still call people sellouts, or they still call people Uncle Tom? I think that kind of went away a little bit. Are you an Uncle Tom? Yes, I am. All right. I'm the real sellout. But I've been called that for a long time, so I ain't got no problems with that one. I'm like, that's easy. That's an easy one to overcome. Yep, I am. Okay, now what? Now what do we do? What do we do now? All right, anyway. I've heard that for a long time. All right, shout out to Macaroni Tony. He says, ninjas think Sprite is medicinal. No. Medicinal Sprite, yet have more gold than Slick Rick and a couple of grand in his pockets. For real. You got that, and you like, always keep Sprite on deck. Ninja, you need some Metamucil, something? Electrolytes? What is the electrolyte shit? Ninja's got Sprite. What about the fucking electrolyte drink? Not Metamucil. Electrolyte drink. Pedialyte. Ninja, you need some Pedialyte, Ninja. Sprite. Right? They're just like, oh, you keep Sprite on deck just in case I wake up with a hangover. You need some damn Pedialyte or whatever they call that shit. They're just talking about some Sprite. All right, anyway, dirty Sprite, ass Ninja. You scissorb. I think it's, some people saying it's Gatorade, but the Pedialyte is what I'm talking about. That's a little bit, like Gatorade is salt, sugar water, whatever that shit is. All right, anyway. People wild out here. All right, we got a couple more. Macaroni Tony, Sprite. You know, that's how your old granny give you some Sprite. Better drink some Sprite. They didn't have Sprite back in the day. They had 7-Up. Sprite's kind of new for your granny. All right, ladies, you guys know when you're on your period and you get cramps, you drink some Sprite. Ladies, do y'all lay on your bed with your legs up on the wall, your booty to the wall, your legs up when you got cramps? Yeah. All right, DG Seymour says, blessings, coach. I think the blue chip mindset could be the perfect pivot for you. You should bring back the blue chips on an alternative channel with your alter ego. For real. Yeah, the blue chips, that could take off. It could take off. Pivot point. All right, but anyway, shout out to you. I appreciate that one there. All right, H Everyday says, how come black men and women in power positions get hit by sexual assault at the peak decline or perceived fall off? Black men is attacked by his sexual background, failure to sell part or whole of the business, and boogeyman myth to ostracize you. Well, you know, ninjas be talking about sex all the time. Ninjas be talking about sex. It's ginger ale. Yes, ginger ale. Ninjas be having sex all the time. First thing ninja do is go get some punani. All right, they get money and they be out there. So that's definitely what's happening there. And he says, if Diddy, yay, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, and the ultimate boogeyman, OJ, if that doesn't explain, they have a playbook drill they will run on you to remove you from your money, fame, and position. In terms of the stereotype, just so you guys know, the stereotype of men, black men, and this has been a stereotype for a long time, is that that black men are sexually immoral to an extent that is the number one thing for them. That's the number one thing in their life, is that no matter what the Negro is. And this goes back way before we were born. So much so that the mammy character, the mammy stereotype of the woman, always accused the man of doing sexual immorality. Right? So we have black pastors in churches tend to get caught doing this. Celebrities, most celebrities downfall all the way back to Chuck Berry, right? And Jack Johnson, pause. Even Magic Johnson, his downfall is connected to sex. All right, O.J. Simpson, white woman in sex. King Kong shit. Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe. One of his most memorable acts was related to sex. Kevin Samuels, unfortunately, might have to get lumped into that. So, I mean, Andrew Tate has been lumped into that, and he's a so-called black man. So, sex is always the thing to pull you back because they make it readily available to you. They make it readily available. That's the one thing they're like, hey, I know you want some of that. So it's the drugs and the sex. It's mostly the sex and the drugs related to that. So it's one of those things that is certainly true, that is the easy one. An allegation, a pregnancy, a deadbeat daddy accusation, some sexual assault. It gets everybody. It's gotten every black man up until this point. Oh, what about Emmett Till? Rosewood. I mean, it's almost easy to believe that ninjas are just, I was going back to the mammy. Yep, Tiger Woods. But the mammy archetype always talked about the man in her life, the black man, as being shiftless and lazy and always chasing punani or white women in sex. Tiger Woods is another example of that. His downfall related to sex. So, yep, Mike Tyson. I mean, this book can be written. Thank you, H Everyday. This book can be written is that the downfall of the black man is going to be sex. The only one that hasn't gotten it, and I pray to God he doesn't, is LeBron James. I hope whatever he has, you know, he has his ducks in a row and his I's dotted and his T's crossed. I hope, because he's the only one. Even Michael Jordan, to an extent, had this reputation because that's what supposedly what led to his divorce. But these accusations are always quick to fly, and black men aren't the only ones. You know, Donald Trump has this accusation as well. Lots of white guys get this accusation, but I don't think the stain, like when black guys get it, they lose everything. They lose like their championship, right? They lose their mojo. They're never the same. Whereas like Mick Jagger's still dancing, right? He's still on the stage at 80 years old with his bag of bones up there, right? So it's perceived as he's like a playboy. Even the Hugh Hefner seemed to be not plagued by that particular role, right? Of being the big pimp. Obama, somebody's come out about sex in Obama, but it was a man. So Obama definitely got that stain, although people swept that under the rug. But a white man did come out and say he used to do things to Obama. Oh, R. Kelly is another one too. Kobe had a whole accusation where he had a trial for rape where he was facing decades in the poke. But yeah, man, I think that definitely is an easy takedown. Denzel Washington has been good as well, so he has escaped this as well. There's only a few people that have escaped that for sure. Denzel Washington, I haven't heard about. Not even rumors about Denzel. Like, he would refuse to have sex scenes in his movies, especially with characters that weren't black females. So yeah, I think oh yeah, and then the chef. Remember the chef that died over there when he was on the paddleboard? So people were saying Obama may have covered that up. So yeah. That he might have knew too much. Maybe he was funneling that chef. All right, so Obama hasn't escaped scrutiny related to sex at all. At all. But I think LeBron is connected to Diddy now. They're trying to connect him to Diddy. Yeah, that's the easy black man takedown is sex. Because hey, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. It's our downfall because more often than not, we did it. We did something. More often than not, yeah, Clarence Thomas, all right, has that accusation with the pubic hair on the Coke can. Clarence Thomas has that. He's a Supreme Court justice, although Brett Kavanaugh has it as well. So, yeah, man, I think the whole thing is, you know, and now they got Diddy with men, all right, clapping rappers' cheeks. I just think, yeah, the reality is we don't have discipline. We don't have the salami discipline. So what's happening is when we get into these arenas, sex is made readily available, and we don't control what we're doing. Right? You just are like, you know, reckless with it, and you like just, you know, you all with it like that. And so at that particular point, you know, it's easy to pin a charge on you. It's easy to pin a charge. So yeah, it's the reality of it is, the reality is we be out here fucking, all right? Especially when you get money. And I'll always say there's nothing for free then, all right? When you are famous, and trust me, somebody tried to come after Uncle Luke, but he shot it down. But somebody tried to make an accusation. He was like, nah, y'all was up here on purpose. But what was I going to say? Here's the thing about anybody that has ever gotten attention, status, if you will, and people, you know, we're on the biggest streaming platform in the world. YouTube in America. We're the biggest streaming, and that means everybody that has a significant following on here is mainstream now, whether you think so or not. And you best do your job now. If you are somewhere in my numbers or above, you're in now. You're in like Flynn. Like, YouTube's going to the next level in the next 10 years. I've been saying that. Rumble is not going to compete. All right, so if you're a personality here, you have a chance. All right, it's going to be hard to come in now with no following. You can. I'm not saying you won't, but like if you already established on YouTube, you are now the largest streaming platform of all platforms. You're in the mainstream if you have a large following. With that being said, if you've ever become infamous or notorious like I am, or famous or infamous. You don't think you're famous. Now, people will tell you you're famous, and women will certainly make themselves available. But the thing is, where men have to understand is that you're recognized, they aren't. So what happens is you might not understand why they're with you, but you might know it. Which means, in effect, when you start having sexual relations with women and you're high status, it's a memorable event for her. It's not as memorable for you, right? Because more women are considering throwing themselves at you. They're giving you attention. You have status and reach. You're somewhat busy. So when she comes over, she's a regular person. You're famous or rich or whatever it is. In her world, she jumped up to you. In your world, it was just a regular piece of ass. So this is going to be a memorable event. She's only been with several men in your lane. You might be the most famous person she's ever been with. You don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So in her mind, this is a big deal. In your world, it ain't a big deal. So what happens is she can recall details and information, and you cannot. You're like, who, when, where, I did what? Right? They'll remember everything, and he did that because you're a person. You're a person of interest. You're a status symbol. You're a person that is somewhat probably way more wealthy than her. You're a target. You, on the other hand, it was another girl. It was another woman. So then that way, that's where the unevenness is, because then they start recalling shit. Donald Trump supposedly raped a woman in a place, and he says, I don't even know this woman. All right. He says, how you know today who's in the club is anyone who has 8 million subs or more. Look it up. There's no way to get past 8 million without kissing the ring. Well, you do. I agree with that too. Now YouTube is the mainstream. In order to get to the next level, you got to kiss the ring. Nanny goat activities.
New world order.
Nanny goat activities now. So yes, you're mainstream, but also in guys, we saw this with hip hop. We all these hip hop guys were the best rappers, and they got a record deal by auditioning, and they got their demo tape heard. Now we know Diddy was clapping their cheeks. Now we know why certain people are famous and why certain people aren't. So same thing's going to happen on YouTube. They're going to have YouTube managers and YouTube all of this shit, and you got to kiss the ring and tap dance and say the right things in order to be the next one. That's why the demonetization is so deadly, because YouTube has not even reached its peak yet. So people like me have stunted growth in shadow banning, whereas other people, they just flying through the whole goddamn YouTube algorithm. And it's like, holy shit. So it's costing you millions of dollars. So now if you don't kiss the right ass or touch on the right Diddy, all right, you don't get up. You don't get to be up here. So these rappers were hardcore rappers, and they were selling their soul the entire time. They were selling their booty cheeks the entire time. All right, people are being accused of that. All right. All right. Anyway, man, yo, it's wild out here. Let me see if we got everybody else, and then we going to get up out of here. We got tomorrow. I'm working on something, so I might pop up with a test stream tonight, maybe late tonight. So if you see me pop up, I'm testing something out. All right. Anyway, the dictator says, I can't unsee the picture of Mike and Obama. Woo-wee. Yeah, man. You can't unsee it. All right. People have been saying that rumor for a long time. That's going to be one of those things. Oh, man, I don't know what to say about that. That if it's true or not, if that woman was the first transgender president or first lady. I know. I don't have any evidence. But yeah, man, it's a cold, evil world out here. Shout out to the Coach Gang. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Peace.